No? Nobody? Alright. Let's roll this dice then. Do we have a Larry tonight? Larry feeling better?
I'm here.
Not feeling better though?
Here. I am here.
You like, yeah. You're like All Might when he doesn't have any of his strength anymore. Like, you're here, but, I mean, are you here? I got you. Alright.
If I'm suddenly not here, you understand why.
Now we know. Yeah, now we know what happened last week. Okay. Alright. It's okay, I'm a doctor. Just quit your job and rest until you feel better. Drink water. And don't eat anything except beans.
Trying.
It's easy. It's easy.
Nothing. This is the medical advice of CrashGem. Now,
Yeah.
if you are hurting or have a problem, please seek actual medical help.
An actual doctor. They always just tell you, like, yeah, you just rest as long as you need till you feel better. And it's like, cool. Who's gonna work my job? And they're like, I don't know.
Well, Crash takes my insurance.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. Anyways, just if you pass out, we know why. Everybody, we know why you passed out. So, okay, let's do this fact expiration then. 443. That's a big number. Feels like we never get low numbers anymore. Probably just seeing patterns that don't exist. This is in the meta category. If you could meet any famous person, living or dead, who would you choose and what would you ask them? Alright, so your character has a knowledge of all the characters that you know, both real and fictional. It's a big question. While you ruminate on this, would anybody look for a third hero point and a third hero card draw like to sum up what happened last week? If you would, roll a d20 in the chat. And nobody? And going once, going twice. And, okay, alright. Oh, it's that reluctant Lex. Last second roll, huh?
Just have it.
What? You want me to roll it? You want me to recap what happened last week? Alright, I'll try to recap it.
That's fucking great. Alright, fine, I'll take it.
Are you sure?
Let him have resources, Lex.
Yeah.
Alright, here you go. I would never give it to Magipult.
You mean he didn't just carry over whatever he had from Red Hand?
Oh, did he? He had some left over too, yeah. Alright, go for it. What happened last time?
Well, last time on Stolen Fate, or whatever this adventure this time is called, our team found ourselves going after the Tyrant, and in going through the portal from the Axis, found ourselves in the Savannah, I believe, some kind of grassland area, and all of us were turned into animals. I am a bird, or whatever inexplicable reason. Well, I guess the reason is because humans or humanoids do not exist in this world, or whatever Jason Jack had said. Someone was listening to him. However, the person that we need to work with was a lion called Scar. He seeks the throne. He seeks the throne that is currently held by the King of Lions, his brother, so to speak. However, as timeline needs to correct itself, the King of Lions needs to die. However, his son needs to take the throne, but temporarily the uncle needs to take the throne as well. So there's a confliction of hierarchy that needs to occur. That's mostly the gist I got from the mission. It seemed like the uncle was trying to take matters into his own hands, so we had to intervene and not have the boy killed, or the boy lion killed. We went to an oasis where the agents of this lion were about to strike. Killed one of them just to send a message. However, that seemed to have upset the hippos that were in the area. When we were trying to calm them down, a shadow raven entered into one of the hippos and transformed it into a death hippo, which we had to kill. Otherwise, it would have tried to slaughter all of us. As we were able to recover the boy lion and get him sent back to his family for the time being, we decided to also investigate more of what we have heard about one of the Reconcilers who has entered this same world. From our information, it seems to be Magical, a being of chaotic energy in a very small package, who is posing as an advisor to the King of Lions, possibly to make sure that the timeline does not get changed. So now we have to circumvent that.
Okay. That's where we left off?
We left off right outside of his hut, house, tree, whatever it's called, after speaking to the ghost of the bamboo that he had killed to become the advisor.
All right. Sounds good. And that's where he claimed he would never forget those eyes, those glowing red eyes that haunt him even in death. All right. Yeah, go ahead and take your third hero point, your third hero card draw.
Does anyone hear an echo?
I do hear an echo from you, I think. I don't think it's from me. I think so. When I talk loud, it was coming from you, but it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. It could just be a sound quality from Discord, though, because I completely lost audio, and then when I reconnected, I didn't hear the echo anymore. You still there? Hello? Nope, he's gone mute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I put myself on mute to try and see if that would cancel.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the Kenku twice. Like, I think I hear the track like on top of itself.
Oh, really?
I'm not hearing any echoing.
I don't hear any echoing either.
Okay.
I must have fallen asleep last session too, because I don't remember Magical showing up.
It was at the very end. It was the session closer. Okay. Does anybody want to answer this question for a Factspiration D3? You can add to any D20 roll, and then you can ask the question of any willing PC or any NPC you met during your journey. Nobody?
Too open-ended.
All right. We got 3 from Bella, going once, going twice. All right, Bella. Who'd you ask?
I think she would want to meet Madame Curie, the woman who discovered radiation. I feel like she would appreciate a woman who was not valued in her time, a woman of science. I feel like she'd get a lot out of that conversation, you know.
Nice.
And then, shit, no one else rolled for it. See here.
And what would you ask her?
What would I ask her?
Yeah.
How I can put some radiation into a bomb? I don't know.
Whoa. Okay. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC who you met.
Who's Jack want to meet?
Who's Jack want to meet?
I feel like he'd like someone fun.
Okay.
Like Bill Murray would be on his list.
Bill Murray.
Let's see. If he could meet anybody, who would he want to meet? All right, let me see. Let me look into his eyes. Let me see if I can. Okay. He would want to meet. He would want to meet Robin Williams. That's who he'd want to meet.
That checks out.
Yeah, and he would ask Robin Williams, how do you lift everyone else up when you are so weighed down? That's what he would ask him.
Oh. For some reason, when I look at Jack, he gives me the vibes you want to talk to like a Perez Hilton or like a Ryan Seacrest. Like,
really?
I feel like he would be like a celebrity blogger.
I mean, at second place, it would be the girl that has chicken tender lunch dates. You know, the British girl that goes on chicken tender lunch dates. I think he'd want to go on a chicken tender lunch date with her. You know, it'd be, seems like kind of a nice vibe there. Just have a night. You get a free lunch. Amelia, I think her name is something like that. I don't know. She had lunch with Elmo. It's pretty good if you guys haven't seen it. So she went on a date with Elmo. Brought his ex. It was very awkward. I don't know. That's my lore, Sesame Street, not Lion Guard. All right. We'll add a. Oh, he already has one. Good. Okay. And that. No, we will resume the adventure. All right. Let's turn on some dramatic music. Yeah. All right. I think we did get sued for Lion King video game music last week. I don't know if the video made it to YouTube or not, but it was worth it. Anyways, I'll try to avoid it. I'll try to avoid it this week. You guys know what the vibes are. You don't need the official music. I thought the video game would protect us, but it did not.
Big D. Nothing.
I thought they'd forgotten about the second chances game. That they deliberately made too hard on purpose. Okay, so yeah, the ghost of Rafiki. He looks at you sadly, and then he fades away. And Grom, the reason he fades away is because you did cleanse the evil from this place, but the chaos lingers.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, you think that if this canon event is not put in motion, the chaos that has started to corrupt the primal ley line that runs beneath this tree and throughout the savannah will begin to warp and change.
So are we going in there and dealing with him?
Let's go in
Well,
there and take a look around.
I mean, he was last spotted with the king. He hasn't.
Okay, he's not in the
allegedly-
tree.
Yeah, allegedly he hasn't left the king's side. Yeah. Grom had to go into the tree to do the thing, and it was really just like, imagine if a monkey lived inside a tree. That's pretty much all, yeah, that's pretty much all that's in there. There's like some bedding and a collection of fermenting gourds and some pigments that he collected in little like wooden bowls. You know, the bowls are made out of like, you know, curved pieces of bark and stuff like that. Like it's again, these are animals. They don't have anything super fancy.
Right, then we need to kick this into
What do you propose?
Oh no, I was crowdsourcing.
All right. Oh, Stack, it's hard to concentrate. You can feel the thrum of chaos beneath your feet. Your paws, excuse me. Well, I guess you also have feet, but...
Yeah, the paws are fine. So yeah, Stack, he like notices like the long familiar whiff of wild magic, and his like there's like electricity arcing between his whiskers, and he looks like an addict that hasn't had a fix in a very long time, and he thought he was good. He thought he was sober, and he is like he's like tapping his foot real fast, like Bella, are we gonna go deal with that guy? Maybe go.
I don't see how it's avoidable, but I'm admittedly a bit nervous. My father encountered this being once, and he was afraid of very few things, but he always spoke of this thing as if it was his greatest terror.
Oh, what trouble can little one kobold be?
He is said to have killed the greatest heroes to ever walk the multiverse.
Oh,
He has caused untold chaos.
for sure. More than little old me, more than.
Speaking
I haven't
of
seen-
you, why are you twitching?
Long story. Wild magic mage. He bows. That's a short version.
And this magibold creature is essentially a walking manifestation of wild magic.
Ah,
And you like wild magic?
Oh, damn, Grom, as you ask that question, you have like one of them, Final Fantasy PTSD flashbacks where like there's like strobing lights and like kind of sounds or whatever, and you hear the screams and the thuds of all those people falling from the reversed gravity.
What? Wild magic never, like, he thinks back. Well, I mean, it has hurt people, but it has.
To his credit, it helped us more often than it hindered us.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
in what case?
Well, killed his boss rather summarily, and he points a thorn. What else?
But the chaos in that tree is gonna spread all through the multiverse if we don't stop it. And
So how do you
magic is
kill a
chaos.
king lion?
How do you kill it?
Normally, subjects kill kings.
Okay, so what's the deal here? We need to make the kid think he killed his dad. So how do we do that? There's poison. There's pushing him off a cliff. There's how does a son accidentally kill their dad?
Well, I have a question, Mr. Stack. Philomena says, how do we? It sounds terrible. How do we kill his dad if his dad's under constant protection from this. What'd you guys call him? Magibold? Walter, does that name mean anything to you?
It means nothing to me.
Oh, he just seemed kind of, and she looks away, scared a little when they mentioned it.
He just raises a bird eyebrow at her, not really sure what she's meaning.
You haven't met this Magibold either?
I have not met any of the Reconcilers aside from what Jack has informed us.
May I make a recall knowledge on the Magibold?
I am aware of this individual. They are one of the most feared individuals that my creator programmed me to keep Bellanora away from. Stu says, as he looks around at everyone dreamily with his beautiful eyes.
May I make a recall knowledge on him to remember if my father told me of any weaknesses?
Yeah, sure.
Things
sure.
I should do to prepare for an encounter with him.
Okay. Yes. He is weak to one particular thing. An element that is rumored to have been lost in the revisement. It is called law. It was a type of damage that they used to deal back in the day.
The damage again.
Alas, such magics and weapons have been lost to the same revisement that wiped out the owlbears and the drow.
All right.
Wait, are they actually like not in the book anymore? Like at all?
Correct. Yeah, they don't
Jesus,
exist anymore.
why?
Well, after running an owlbear last night, I understand why they wanted to get rid of the owlbears. They're fucking crazy.
All right. So let's come up with a plan, and then all right, we take the fight to Magibold when he's no longer.
Yeah, why don't we just charge Penis Rock or whatever?
Then once the king is no longer under Magibold's protection, then I guess that Scar fellow, and just enact his plan to kill the king.
But we still gotta make the kid feel bad about it somehow.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Vashon said, Bella, you got the right idea. We can't be charging no Penis Rock. I mean, then the kid's gonna blame us for his father's death. The kid has to think he killed his dad.
All right, we gotta.
Oh, how about this? We don't got a time limit, right? Why don't we have the kid introduce his dad to unhealthy lifestyle choices? Then his dad will die, or like cardiac arrest or something, and then, you know, we could be like, oof, little buddy, you probably shouldn't have told your dad to eat all them fatty acids.
That will take years.
I mean, Jack, are we on a time limit? I mean, Jack says, no, yes, sort of.
For every minute, day, year that we do not make some sort of action or act, then that is giving the exact same time over to the enemy for them to accomplish what they need.
Throw the king off the edge of a cliff and write a suicide note from him, blaming his kid on it. You're such a disappointment. That might be a little bit too harsh, though.
Thorn says, wow, that's, wow. There's one flaw, though, Grom. Animals, they don't know how to, read or write.
What?
Yeah. We'd have to have, like, his ghost show up and say it.
Oh, yeah.
What if we, convince the kid that he caused something dangerous to happen that endangered his father? Like, looking around the savannah, are there giant herds of animals moving
Right.
about?
This is
What a
this is-
question! What are you trying to imply here? Let me see if there's anything around. Hold on. I mean, there's
Or hazard that we can
hippos.
use the kid as bait to lure the king to.
Well, yeah. How about we just drown the kid and have the king gonna be like, "Oh no, king, your city, your son is drowning in the river." Then, bam, we drown him.
I mean, if he's a really good king, he has people that would deal with that. But you never know. Maybe.
No, you think the king's gonna sit idly by as his son drowns in a raging river?
Bella gets a distant look as she remembers a time when her father's attendant fished her out of a river.
But really, what we need is just the kid to take over as king, right? That's the goal.
Well,
That would
no,
be after the tyrant.
Jack says
takes
no.
his
That's
turn.
after he gets raised by the 2 gay animal hippies. That's
Yes.
very important part of the process. They
Correct me.
introduce him to all sorts of socialist values that create a sort of utopian society afterwards.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Jack. The king has to die. Has to be the fault of the boy. The boy runs off to these so-called hippies to learn values. In the meantime, our client takes over the throne. Then the boy comes back to dispose of his uncle to take the throne.
Yeah. So generally, to kick off a utopian timeline, things have to hit the bottom first.
Mhm.
People have to know just how bad it can be to feel like they're in a utopia, even when they're really just back to how things were.
Okay, so maybe we're overcomplicating this. Maybe we just abduct the kid, hold him hostage, and then demand that the father come to a, secluded place, and then we just have Scar jump him, and then make the kid watch, and he feels guilty, and then we release him into the wild. I think that's what my mother would do.
Why would the kid feel guilty about that?
He's gonna have to contend with the fact that his father came to save him and then died.
What if his father doesn't die though?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Oh, so we wouldn't
Okay.
just would help
Alright.
Scar.
Yeah. I mean, ideally no, but yeah.
I don't know, I think he would just be mad at us as opposed to feeling guilty himself.
Well, we won't be here for him to extract his revenge, now will we?
Hopefully.
As you are discussing this, and you kind of look off in the distance, Bella, for inspiration, you do see a shitload of these things. They got some pretty big horns, some pretty rough-looking, sharp hooves, and they don't seem too bright.
They look like they could be spooked easily.
Oh yeah. You think one of them farted, and it made all of them start running in a random direction. But they did travel like a school of fish. You feel like with troop rules, these could really dish out a lot of damage, because there's a couple hundred of them at least. Maybe more.
We spook up a bunch of them, and we make the kid think that he spooked him, and then maybe we get Scar to push the king off the hill into the stampede. It's great.
If we need a loud noise, I can shoot my firearm. I can also target the legs of the king so that he is slowed.
Okay.
I have a question. Is it supposed to feel this bad to be fixing time and space? Because it feels kind of bad.
Yeah, I don't feel great about it, but we're just kind of muscling through it.
And Mr. Jack, is this going to be the worst thing that we have to do?
I turn to Jack.
Jack stares at you and says, why don't we just take it one gate at a time, huh?
That's not reassuring, Jack.
That is not reassuring, Jack.
Well, really, it's what it's about. This
is the mission that we have been. This is the mission
The
that would have
greater
been dealt.
good. It's about the greater good.
Sure. And the continuation of the universe.
If a
Listen.
butterfly flies into a spider's nest, and you save the butterfly, you kill the spider because now it will starve. You see?
You are way less fun than Zovexis.
What?
All right. Do we feel like we have a plan?
Sure, we're gonna make a stampede, get the kid lost in it.
Yeah, but what do we do about the Prince of Wolves or Magibold or whatever?
Oh,
That's a
question.
good question.
Okay, how about we draw him here? Maybe I could like mess with his wild magic and ley lines enough, and he's like gonna go investigate. Maybe it's like if he knows that his wild magic being messed with, he might know that I'm here.
If we could deal with him
Oh.
individually, that would probably be ideal.
Jack
Okay.
says he is one of the most powerful members of the Herald of the opposition. Okay, he's up there, right? The Herald.
Alright. If we don't fight him,
Ugh.
then we just draw him away for the time being. We'd be like, oh, stack the decks, don't messing around with my ley lines.
I mean, they call themselves the Unmatched. I think that's a little full of themselves, but I mean, but yeah, I guess if you could survive.
Well,
yeah.
no, we just have to run away. We just have to be like, maybe if I like, okay,
Oh,
let's
you're gonna like pee on his corrupted ley line, get his attention, and then run away.
I'd like to cast a spell before we do this. I'd like to cast Augury and
Ooh.
see how a interaction with Magibold would go for us.
Okay.
And I also have a special feature through the Carnival card that affects Augury.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking for it right
All
now.
right. So you spend 10 minutes doing this. I have to roll a secret flat check.
Speaker flat check is affected by the Carnival card. I'm looking for
I
it
got
right
you.
now.
What do you got there, Scroobs? What are you eating? Okay. All right. The carnival represents false dreams, augury, read fate, casting a divination spell with a flat check. Whether or not the flat check succeeds gives a series of subtly different visions that don't confuse the meaning but make you stupefied for one round.
So the flat check is reduced by 2. And then
Reduced by
6,
2, okay.
So it's down to 4.
You peer into the future and witness yourself walking through a colorful but vaguely sinister carnival. Okay,
That's the
hold on.
Read Omens thing.
All right, is that what you're doing?
No,
Or
I'm
you're
doing
just
Augury
doing
separate.
you're doing regular augury, but its thing
A
is
reduced
lower.
flat check.
Got it. Okay. All right. Spell can predict results up to 30 minutes into the future. So you're saying if in the next 30 minutes you tried to fight the Prince of Wolves, how would it go? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Bad.
All right.
Okay.
So,
All
I
right,
appreciate
so
the directive.
you see in your mind's eye numbers. You see the number 12. And then you see the number 19. I don't know what it means.
I think we're not fighting that guy.
You got a bad feeling about it though.
I don't think we should fight Magibold directly, at least.
right, then we distract him. I get him to come here. We run away. Oh, we are off doing our mission to lure the king away, and hopefully we can do it without fighting him.
If you would like, I can set up a victory point challenge, just a skill challenge, but that's what we're supposed to be calling it in Pathfinder. A victory point challenge, where if you succeed, you are able to keep him away from the king long enough for everyone else to do the king stuff, you and your team, as it were. But if you fail, you will be caught out by him, which will
Okay.
almost surely mean your death.
That'll be fine.
All right,
Do it.
Well, you guys are used to dying. Almost aren't that blasé
Bro.
about it.
bro. Okay. Fuck you fellas over here. Okay. Alrighty.
Why is this
Uh,
token so big? Why is this token?
Why is the token so big? He's a big boy.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned he was a large wolf-like humanoid that was standing beside
Okay.
a very large
Yeah.
lion.
Wolf, lion, minotaur vibes. Yeah. Like
But
wolf,
it's
lion,
magical?
bison. Yeah,
Or
this
it's
is what this is. This is Magible's animal form
Oh,
because he don't
Oh.
follow the rules. Because he don't follow
Sure.
the rules.
sure.
I was told
What, you
this
thought I
was
was joking when I put that image in Discord?
I was confused.
Imagine just seeing that out of context.
I woke up to an empty voice chat.
Aw.
The only thing you see is buff Magival.
That's his actual final form.
Is anyone going to assist Stack with his victory point challenge?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. Whew. So who's gonna be on team king killing?
Team what?
Well,
The team king killer, right? You got regicide
Walter.
team and you got distraction team. Like because I'm assuming that you're gonna pull him away from the king, so that
At
the
the
other
same
team,
time.
yeah, the other team can access the king.
Vulture, you start the stampede.
All right, so that means somebody has to bamboozle the kid into a position where the stampede would be the most effective.
Rom, do you think you can do that?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to do that, but
You
I know that kid is.
persuasion, right?
Yeah, I like to find him. and say,
Persuade him.
Let's go walking over here. No, don't worry about those things.
So you have the open savanna. You have the elephant graveyard. That's possible locations to go. You've got the sexy waterfall bathing area. Fine. You've got what do we got here? This narrow canyon with the sides being so smooth it would be hard for anyone to climb out if they were trapped inside.
oh look, a canyon that would be hard to escape from. Seems like a good place for me.
And you also just have this oasis where you could just drown them.
I don't want to drown the kid though, do I?
No, remember the kid's gotta survive to think that it's his fault.
So where anything we're gonna run his dad over with antelopes? When?
I mean, I've heard it does work. I've heard it's worked before.
Well, where are the antelopes gonna be?
Well, currently they're
Who's
just vibing on the savannah.
Well, who's in charge of antelope herding? Who's our cowboy here?
I mean, there's only the four of you. You could reach out to your employer to see if he has anyone that he could spare for the job.
I hesitate to do that. Who knows what he said?
Like maybe if you kind of fill him in, like he could provide some unionized workers. Yeah,
We did kill some of his workers.
Who?
just one.
Who? No one kill any of them. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean these guys is
Oh
They all look the same. Replaceable.
wow.
Damn.
And his angry sister from the sequel.
Is she around? I thought she was off doing her own thing at this point. In the
She's off doing her own thing, but she's in the Pride Land. She's in
Oh, okay.
So right now, Stack with Dak and Bella are messing around with a wolf guy,
Apparently,
trying to
get him away from the king to buy you guys the time you need.
So what are you going to be doing there?
A little smoke and mirrors. I don't know.
Walter, what are you going to be doing?
Getting the wildebeest set up.
Okay, so you're the handler there. You guys have to lure the king and this kid in front of the wildebeests and make sure the king gets run over and the kid thinks it's his fault. And it sounds like easier than taking on the wolf guy, but still.
Bro, the Wikipedia says Scar doesn't have a sister. Zero was erroneously described as his sister, but she's actually his friend, sometimes friend with benefits.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that explains all the incest porn.
This is Game of Thrones. Oh,
Well, I did know that it was that they had to make like. Oh, I'm going off topic for a second, so never mind.
Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. I see you. I see you. All right. So what is the play then? Are you guys going to go through this very canonical way of killing him, or do you have something else in mind?
I mean, not to overcomplicate things, but I feel like the canonical one. May as well go with it.
Okay. I mean, listen,
just
there's no judgment for me if you want to have history repeat. That's fine.
I'm a sir.
It's a pizza, but as long as the results are, adequate, like fate will adjust.
so you guys talk about it being canonical. So I guess this happened before, but I don't know how it happened before. If you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You haven't seen The Lion King?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So
it's pretty much exactly how we're doing it, honestly.
All right. So in The Lion King, Simba is really full of himself, and Scar kind of like keeps puffing him up. He's just like, "Oh, you a bad boy? You a bad little bitch? Oh yeah, you gonna be the king? You gonna sing about it? You gonna go practice that roar? That roar's pretty wimpy. That's a little baby boy roar right there." And then Simba's like, "I'll show you." And so he goes to like the canyon where his roar is going to echo off the canyon. And then that's when Scar is there with the hyenas. The hyenas have herded all of the antelopes there. And then they scare the antelopes. The antelopes run towards Simba. But Simba's roar was so loud that he thought he scared the antelopes. And then his dad shows up. And because Scar was like, "You should meet me here at the canyon for no reason at all." And then he sees that his son's about to be killed. He's like, "My baby boy." And then he goes down there, and then he gets killed by the antelopes after saving Simba, but trying to escape. And then as he's climbing out of the canyon, Scar puts his claws into Simba's paws, or no, sorry, Mufasa's paws, as he's trying to climb out, and he says a very iconic line. He says, "Long live the king," and he throws him down, so he gets killed by the antelopes. But Simba didn't see him get thrown down; he saw him fall, and so he internalized the guilt that he killed his father this whole time. It's pretty fucked up.
So yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, we're doing a variation on.
So can I just make a crafting roll to do all that, or have to do more?
So
joking.
No. I got you. If you're trying to mimic the movie, you would just need to like tell the kid like, "Hey, you want to be the king someday? You need a big boy roar," kind of thing. Like, I know a great place where you can practice. It's got the acoustics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you are a Disney bear, so younger characters have a tendency to listen to your advice even when it's bad. Just that's sort of a thing that happens.
Yeah, let's go fill Scar in quickly, get his support, and enact this plan.
Okay, if that's how you want to do it. I mean, again, this is open to interpretation. I mean, poisoning him, blinding him.
We hand Simba Walter's gun.
No one touches my gun.
That's an idea. You could teach him to use a gun, and then when he fires off the gun, he thinks that's what causes the stampede.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna get him to accidentally shoot his father, like behind the bush.
Shoot his father! Oh my
god!
God!
Do this without him feeling guilty about killing his dad.
No, that's an important part. I mean, he has to leave, get raised by the two gay animal hippies, so that he learns about socialism, and then he could come back and make utopia for his people.
I mean, this actually works out really well because it's like a direct, like, he actually killed his father and he needs to leave, or else he'll be like, punished.
Yeah,
but
I mean, nothing motivates people more, and animals, especially animals, more than guilt. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the moral of the Lion King.
I mean, wasn't it
Bro.
also just guilt? Like after Mufasa's death, Scar was going to have him killed, so he definitely had to get the fuck out of there. But yes, he was also guilty that his dad died because of all the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
It's a
We're probably
pretty.
gonna have a lot of guilt after all this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna compartmentalize this. We're just gonna move past it. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
So, movie plan, or are we gonna have him shoot his dad?
No one touches my gun.
All right, movie
Yeah.
plan it is. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get past this,
Wood
and
Chef
so
says,
we can
Well,
start.
what's my job?
Oh,
What am I gonna do? I'm a secret agent.
You
They already
gonna do
think
it.
I'm the advisor to the king.
could go down there and you could get the king to go down in there, in the canyon
Okay.
somehow.
Oh yeah, I could pretend to be the advisor, and I could tell the king you follow me.
Yeah, just going down here, something to advise you on,
Okay.
and
And
low
then what-
production values are low.
All right, and you're going to get the lion cub to go down to the murder zone. Ron, this feels very out of character for you. Are you sure you're okay with this?
I'm not okay with it.
When you say that, Jack looks away, ashamed of himself.
I just run around being a bear while you guys do stuff terrible to people.
Jack
You really
says,
need.
If you need to sit this one out, I understand. I could go to Hyrule real quick and try to get Jericho.
No, Jericho's got enough stuff on her plate already. She doesn't need this on her conscience too.
Does she have a conscience though?
She does. It's hard to see, but it's down there.
Damn. And you think that what little conscience is there would get squashed?
It would be a little bit more covered up.
Okay, because I mean, she technically does have an animal form here. All right.
Why is the skull human?
That's what I said.
That Dampier has a conscience.
Maybe it's a bear skull.
Look, we really need enough people to make this plan go off. I understand your reservations, Grom, and if you don't want to be part
well,
of it,
okay.
we know it's supposed to be.
Why doesn't Grom help Stack in the do or die distracting of the Prince of Wolves? That's obviously more of a good guy path, and then you know, the apple of your
Yeah.
father's eye. Why don't you do regicide?
Okay, I can manage this.
Think about how proud your father would be. And Stu says, yes, your father would be very proud of you to destroy this family and the local ecosystem and the long and well-established hierarchy of royalty.
It does sound like it'd be up his alley. He would enjoy this.
We are slaves to our family's wishes. Now, you get over here, Grom, and you, Thorn. I can't have anything happen to you. You go over there.
Nah, I'm not leaving. Don't worry. We're not losing another stack. I'll sooner die choking on this B-team badge than let you die. And he stares directly into your eyes, and you know that he means it. If you die in this challenge, he's gonna die instead.
I want to hold you to that. All right.
Vashon
Walter
says, I'm
flies.
okay with regicide. I'll be over here. I'm sorry.
Walter flies off to the elephant.
This will be
graveyard.
good practice for taking out that Duchess.
Honestly, she has it coming.
Jack says, patience. Patience. The Duchess will have her due.
Zach, I'll just distract this guy.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can mess with his this little wild magic ley line he's got here, and maybe he comes snooping around thinking that I'm here, and
Don't
see
be
what
there when he
happens.
gets there, Stack.
I know.
All right. Do you want any other NPCs on your distraction team?
Maybe woodshop.
Okay.
I want wood chop.
All right. Woodshop says,
Don't worry, Grom. I want anything happen to you. Oh, what does Dorn say?
Isn't Woodchop our body double for the for Magibold? Like he's gonna pretend to be the advisor once Magibold's distracted.
Well, I mean that and Zazu the bird, but you know, like
Yeah, remember Zazu, the toucan?
Oh, I assumed Magibold killed him or something.
No, that messed up the timeline.
No, we met him when we were recovering friends,
Okay.
and he was the one who told us that. Fucking. Oh god damn it! I forgot his name. Baboon, advisor.
Rafiki?
Rafiki. He was the one who told us that Rafiki had been taking his vitamins, drinking his protein shakes, and saying his fucking prayers to get to look like this. Just out of the blue. So that's what kind of tipped us off to come to this tree in the first place. Anywho, Walter flies off to the help over here.
okay.
All right, company, stack the deck. We're going back to the monkey house.
Yes, you guys will be at the monkey house. And then let's see. Where are the borders of this map? I think they're like here-ish. Alright. So we'll do like that. Okay, so Woodshop is now on Suicide Squad. Got it. Alright.
We prefer team distraction.
Oh, team distraction. My bad. All right. So then over here, you guys roll up on your employer, the Tyrant. Okay. He's in the middle of giving another musical, inspirational speech, and all of the hyenas are doing like the lockstep, like Chilaxian military march. Little problematic, but it is what it is. That did actually happen in the movie. All right. And then your target, he'll just be hanging out over here. Okay. So, all right, when you return, he says, you've returned. It seems the enemy has used magic against us. I heard reports that the hippos mutated, and in the process, they melted the head off of one of my finest servants. Bougie, or something. It was a name that started with B.
Yes. Well, they have access to various magics that are outside of this kingdom.
Man.
But the boy was safely recovered.
Excellent. Now, I've been giving some thought and plan. How to make the boy think it's his fault that his father died.
Are you open to
Yeah.
suggestions?
Certainly. Why don't you share yours first? And he says it in an indulgent way, like your idea is going to be so fucking dumb compared to his idea. But sure, minion, go ahead. Show me that you got an idea.
As we have been covering this savannah, we have been taking observation of the live. I wouldn't say livestock.
Fauna?
The animals of the flora and fauna of this region. We notice that the wildebeests are quite skittish, and if a stampede was to roll through, it could kill probably any creature that lives here. We think if we are able to use the boy as bait and lure the king into an area where he would have to be trampled by the stampede, that would be able to eliminate him rather easily.
Yes, a stampede. You see him kind of tucking some plans back into his marsupial pouch that all animals have. And with your perception, you see that it involves some sort of birthday cake filled with jagged fish bones. He just kind of tucks it away. Says, "Yes, your plan is very similar to the one I had been thinking of. Yes. All right. So we just need to convince the boy to go to the canyon, get his father to the canyon, and then have the boy think that he caused the stampede. His father will rush in to rescue the boy, but they'll probably both die, which is fine. And then, if they try to escape, you and we will make sure they don't. That canyon is a death trap."
All right, great. We got a plan.
Excellent.
Do you have
Jack whispers to you guys. He says, "Hey, all right, we gotta be careful because I think he's actually wants to kill the boy too."
I gathered that.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any minions that would be able to assist
Yes.
with?
I have my 2 remaining best minions. All right. There's the one whose name starts with E, and the one whose name starts with S.
I think
I think so.
All right.
All right. Shanzi looks over at you guys like, "I know what you did."
I just
Well,
glare
they're-
back at
I
him.
can't-
Well, they're
I
with
can't,
Walter,
I can't prove it. I can't prove it. But I know what you fucking did. I know what you did.
Walter just
all right.
stares back. It's like, say something. I dare you.
They're on Walter's team, so they
All
better
right,
get in line.
The tyrant says, "There is one issue. The king's guardian is very powerful, and he never leaves the king's side. Whatever that
Prince of
is,
Wolves.
pretending to be Rafiki, will destroy us."
You speak of the Prince of Wolves.
Ah, yes. Is
Our
that what he's
other-
called?
It's what we have heard from the other animals. And our other half of our team is currently working on a distraction for him to separate him from the king.
Ah, clever. All right. Yes, I think it should work. I am the king's brother. He will trust me. If his guardian is gone, his guard will be down. I will tell him a pretty lie and then lead him to the canyon. We should plan to converge in one location right before sunset. The lighting will be really dramatic, and also the little prince, he'll be squinting his eyes. He won't be able to see all the details quite well. He might, have to fill in the gaps of what happened. Not to mention the dust.
All right, I will find the kid and convince him to be there, and I'll get him. I will pump him up and get him roaring, so he thinks he scared the stampede.
All right. Who will herd the stampede? And this one says, "Oh, Mr. Scar, we can do it. We'll do it."
I will oversee their work.
Both of them look terrified as they look over at you. No, we can do it without that bird. It's fine. He might have avian bird flu and get all of us sick.
I will
tyrant.
oversee your work from afar.
Okay. They start sweating real hard, panting, making nervous laughs. All right. They go and collect the other hyenas.
With the death of the king, are you ready to assume the throne?
Yes. I have a friend with benefits. Almost like a sister who has insinuated her way into the king's harem. She has prepared the way.
All right, let's make it all happen.
It seems you are prepared. Long live the king.
He said, yes, interesting. Yes. You see him pull out his plans, and with his claw, he scratches, some notes there, tucks it away again.
with my perception to see what he originally wrote.
He says, "Daddy's dead." But he crossed it out. He crossed it out. He put "Long live the king" on there. He put "Long live the king" on there. Okay. All right. So seems like everything's good. Look at this. Look at this nasty bitch over here. Look at this evil king. We're gonna take care of him. Gonna take care of him real good. All right.
You know
So-
there's skeletons in his closet.
Nobody can be that nice.
We're just doing this for the greater good. For
yeah.
the greater good. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna make the multiverse a better place for the majority of people.
Bella, can you tell me that a couple more times?
She nestles up against her, slowly repeats it to herself like a mantra.
And now Philomena, having been born and raised in Alkenstar, and learned to read with the Alkenstar newspaper, so no stranger to propaganda, she quickly gets on board with it. She understands that this is for the greater good. So I wish that wasn't true, but as a child that was raised on commercialism and propaganda, she definitely eats it up. As long as you present it in a fun, innovative way that makes her feel like she's purposeful, she's okay with regicide.
Bella's just telling herself what her parents would tell her when they would, do their work.
Okay.
It's all for the greater good.
Yeah. So over here,
This is just
Over
another
here-
mission.
at the VP challenge, Grom, Thorn, Stack the Deck, and Secret Agent Woodchop. All right. What do you have a particular vibe of music that you feel would be good for this? Like Benny
Oh.
Hill, or do you have something?
Yeah, anything kooky, like WarioWare, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, some
Yeah.
WarioWare. Okay, WarioWare. Okay.
I'll go with that since I have no idea what it means.
All right, it's a game that was
Yeah, I
invented by
figured
Wild
it's something like
Mages.
that.
It's a Wild Mages game. All right, let's see.
It's a lot.
All right. It's actually a pretty fun game, but it moves at the speed of TikTok. So I think it was like the great grandfather of TikTok when I think about it. Like if we did a DNA test on TikTok, I think WarioWare is one of the parents at some point. All right, that's fine. All right,
It's
so
like distilled ADHD. It's just this.
this is an extreme challenge. I'm just gonna put it out there for you. This challenge is called the Circle of Lies. Get it?
Mhm.
Anyways, the setting is Rafiki's Tree and Penis Rock. Rafiki's Tree, now chaos corrupted into a fractal, chaos tinged, baboon brain fucked extra dimensional mess. So the objective is you need to keep the Prince of Wolves / Magibold busy long enough for the assassination of Mufasa and framing of his son Simba. You will need 12 victory points. So yeah.
Why do you hate us?
The victory points will have tiers at 4, 8, and 12. You need to get a certain number of victory points before you run out of attempts. Let's see. Do you want your two NPC companions to also roll in the challenge, or do the two of you want to be responsible for all rolls on the challenge?
Are they in danger if they are in the challenge?
They're in danger anyways because it's an extreme, it's a severe challenge. Yeah.
Okay.
Are they any good at what they do?
Are they can know what they do?
They are level 12
Okay.
for creatures. And let's see. Wow, let me check.
The one's level 10.
He's there you go. Thorn has like a plus 22 to his best stat or her best skill and a plus 15 to his worst, which is legal lore.
Is it legal? Where did that come from? Okay. There's a
All
field
of his
marshal.
skills are considered below average for a creature of his level. And then Woodchop has a plus 22 to all 5 of his skills, including Spycraft, which are still considered below average for a creature of his level. You think that the average DC of this challenge is going to be a 31, so somewhere around a 31. So with a 22, they would be succeeding 55% of the time that they roll.
They have hero points, right?
They do not. They do not. They're NPCs. And I don't even. I think Woodshop has 1 plus 1 that he can add to a dice roll.
What do you think, Zach?
Do you guys want to shoulder all of the skill checks yourselves?
So the way that I think about it is that if we the success is a 20, you said a 32?
The average is going to be about 31.
31.
So it could be higher or lower, but it's almost always going to be around 31, possibly higher.
So I'm assuming you have around like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like at least 8 skills that are above a 20. And we have hero points, they don't, and so like that means about we're succeeding about 75% of the time on 4 different rolls.
Now I will say this with a VP challenge, there's normally not a penalty for a critical failure, but a critical success means that you get 2 VPs.
Okay.
So 6 critical successes and you're done.
All right, that's our plan.
So I'm trying to figure out if the math is better for them to roll or not, or if we just. I think we should have them roll so then we can save the points for failures.
Okay.
Or
All right.
I volunteered for this mission because I have legal lore, but
oh.
I mean, Thorn's got legal lore plus 15. Just saying.
manageable, not great.
It's like the lore that came with him when he had level 1 kind of deal. All right. The Okay.
And Bella just come along and like seduced him.
Bella, do you want to try to seduce him?
Magibold?
Yeah.
No.
As a creature of chaos, I don't know if he even cares about that kind of stuff. All right, what is your... all right, if all 4 of you are in on this, what is your plan? Your initial plan to get him to leave the king's side, period. So what is going to be the lure, the beacon, the bait? What are you getting him to follow?
I want to see, is there since it's like a magical ley line, I want to see if I can draw magic out of it, and he gets this feeling that ooh, some powerful magic caster is taking magic out of my ley line, doing something nefarious with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would like to do, to see if I could take the wild magic out of this ley line here and see if that would rouse his suspicion.
Okay, since you opted to have the BT members be a part of this, you guys get 16 attempts to get 12 victory points.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing you're going to do is essentially try to tap into the line. That is going to be an Arcana check. All right. And let's see. That is going to be a DC 32.
And I have a circumstance bonus that I'm a wild magic mage.
All right, you may have a +1 circumstance bonus.
Yes.
Okay. It's huge in Pathfinder. All right. So 1 success out of 12, and then 1 attempt out of 16. Okay, so you start messing with the ley line. What do you what do you do into it?
Oh
Right,
no,
you-
so
you
yeah,
kind of
he-
metaphysically, you, like, kind of dig your glowing golden paw into the earth and kind of grab the arteries of magic with your paw.
Yeah, he basically
Okay.
is like he's digging in there. He's like, all right, this is the stuff, and yeah, and he starts absorbing that wild magic, that good
Okay.
stuff.
All right. You feel that to draw his attention, you will need to hit 4 successes. So you
On
have
this-
1 so far. Yeah, on this part of the
Oh,
challenge.
All
All right. So before you can act, the other 3 members of your team have to act. So, Grom, Thorn, Woodchop. Any suggestions on how you could aid Stack in hacking this ley line / making your presence at the tree known? Remember,
Well,
in a challenge like this, you can kind of be like a little more outside the box, like, you know, creative thinking, 5th edition rule of cool in it.
Well,
Kind of
this ley line stuff sounds almost like a I don't know, like a hydraulic system in there.
okay, yeah.
I think it uses either bribe lore or engineering lore. To
Okay.
Basically find a way to make it work better, I guess. You know,
Okay.
it's just
Kind of like divert the path a little bit, like tell Stack,
Right.
like if you plug it up here, it'll flow faster over there, kind of thing. Okay,
There you go.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
All right. That is also going to be a 32.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's a failure.
Ooh. All right. You do have 2 hero points. Do you want to re-roll or you want to let it ride?
I will re-roll it.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So second attempt and second success. All right. All right. Thorn sees you guys are doing this. He wants to leverage his athletics check. He doesn't have a lot of skills. He also wants to maybe leverage his intimidation check. Maybe he could make some loud barking laughter that would echo across the savannah. That sound
Okay.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So here we go. He's trying to hit a DC 32.
Man.
God
that's-
damn. All right. All right. And then finally, Woodchop. Okay. Woodchop reveals in one of those, like, you know, those heist movies where they tell you that they already did something off screen, like that you didn't know about, and then there's a flashback to them doing it. That's what he is telling you. So spy music starts playing, and he says,
Yeah, so don't worry. I already left a special invitation in his marsupial pouch.
and he's going to try and use his stealth to say that he snuck up behind the Prince of Wolves, a level 19 final boss from the campaign, and he left on that person something that would make him curious about the tree. All right, here we go. He's trying to hit a 32.
Damn, what's up?
Okay, so the camera cuts as he's explaining it to you to the Prince of Wolves, just bored off of his ass, watching this lion just hump like his way through his harem day after day, just humping his way through. Occasionally, he hangs out with his only son? ? Must not be a very fertile lion. That's all he's thinking to himself. And then he like pats his side, and he reaches in and he pulls out a small, thick, red-headed girl the size of a squirrel with a squirrel tail, and she's quite dead. But his eyes, they suddenly widen, and then they narrow. The camera zooms in on his eyes, and then they do one of those fucking like swoosh cuts to the tree, and he just starts running like Tom Cruise running towards the tree.
Tom Cruise. Oh no. That's
All right, so you're 4 and 4. Nice. All right. He is on his way. Okay, so phase 1 is done. You have him away from the king. Now you have to keep him here. Oh, buddy. Okay. So let's see. All right. Now that he is here, and distracted. Okay. You need to keep him engaged with you. So this is like the full distraction part. The third phase, after you get 8 successes, is surviving him. All right.
Oh.
So he arrives and he says, "Who would dare touch my? Oh, it's you, Stack."
Ashante. Hello. We
What
just
the
thought.
hell is wrong with you, Grom?
Probably doing the traditional dance of Bry, doing the robot. Because he's really nervous and doesn't know what to do.
He narrows his eyes and says, "Oh, you're not one of the Shattering Maws Reconcilers. You're with Jack. I could have sworn I smelled something different about this stack. Well, I've been bored anyways. All right, you fellas ready to die? How do you
No.
want it?"
No,
I thought
Old
I could
age.
challenge you to a game.
What?
From one mild mage to another. I thought you might be interested in games.
before we do that, are you hungry?
Yeah. Oh,
Am I
yeah.
hungry?
Yeah, I got a.
When
You
you
want
say
cookie?
that, his tummy do rumble. And says, "All I've been eating is antelope. It's
Hey, here,
horrible.
I have a honey cookie
Honey,
and some honey to dip it in if we want extra honey.
All right, are you using cooking lore, crafting? What are you doing for this?
I have some honey and honey cookies that I had before, and yeah, I'll try to use this. I guess I can do something like that.
Are you trying to just diplomacy? Like, hey, bro, we're all friends. Have a cookie. Like,
Yeah,
where are you going with this?
Yeah, yes, diplomacy, friends.
Okay.
Have a cookie.
Diplomacy is actually one of his weaknesses. He's not used to people being nice to him. So it's only a DC 30.
You can do this. Like a plus for the honey cookie.
I mean, he's not he's not a huge fan of that. If you had like a cheeseburger, like, it'd be all right. That's a success.
Wow, we need one of those.
These are stale.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. I know a stale cookie when I have one.
All right, you see, he's eating
sorry,
he's
Mr.
eating the cookie.
Perfection.
You see, he has like 3 rows of teeth. So like,
How
there's one row of wolf teeth. There's one row of perfect human teeth, and then there's a row of shark teeth.
I want a grilled cheese sandwich.
As you look around, you realize the grilled cheese sandwich guy is on the other
Later.
team.
I'll get you one of those later.
I do like a grilled cheese sandwich.
I haven't had one since I visited the robot apocalypse.
I don't want to hear about that.
You sure? I think you'd take a great interest in it.
Nope.
You'd be very proud of your son.
Can we just call it the robot Genesis or somewhere there?
If that's how you want to play it.
All right, thank you.
All right, this was a good cookie, but now
He starts to crack his knuckles.
it is time for you to die.
What time?
Woodchap says,
Hold on! Before you kill us, you have to, you have to beat me in a race. Yep, that's what you have to do.
Beat you in a race?
I don't know. I'm scared.
What kind of race?
I only know how to do 5 things. I have acrobatics, athletics, spycraft, and stealth. Help me out here, buddy. You dragged me into this.
You wanted to come along, Super Spy. Let's see.
the Prince of Wolves chuckles. The Prince of Spies. More like the Prince of Hell.
Hey, don't talk about my friend that way.
Apologies. Perhaps you'll find out for yourself.
Mr. Wolves. Okay, so could you humor another practitioner of the wild magic arts? Could you show me a thing or two over there? Like, I'm trying to diplomatize to see like if he could show me some spells that I wouldn't know.
Well, if anyone
Like,
could
try to
appreciate
stroke
my
his ego.
craft, it would be you. All right. I'll show you a few things before you die.
All right.
All right. Give me a diplomacy check, though.
All right. Come on. Okay, I'll reroll that one.
Oof. Oh, he's gonna show you a few things.
Ah!
Whoa. Okay.
Uh,
You made it. It was 30. His weak
Okay.
diplomacy.
oh, okay.
Okay. He says, no, like this. What table are you rolling on? These are terrible. Are you not using one of the D10,000?
Listen, they didn't.
I
they
only
didn't let me
use
have
the D10,000. Wow.
They didn't let me have the D10,000.
You're stunted. You're not a real wild mage. You're a joke.
Listen, if
Hey.
I would love you.
Killing you will be the greatest favor anyone's ever done you. Then you don't have to live with the shame of being an imposter.
Why? You think wild magic is
gonna
all
lie.
great?
I
can
think
only learn from
wild
the
magic
master.
is everything.
Well, look at
shouts
the
at you.
mountains over there.
Yeah, no,
Right,
yeah.
it's over the mountains.
Let the master work. Let the master work.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Can you get rid of them with your wild magic?
I mean,
We'll never
Maybe.
know.
No.
no, I could. There's
Sure.
10,000 different things that could happen. The important
Well-
thing is that I don't care if I get rid of the mountain or not. That's the first step to mastering wild magic, is you can't care about anything
I don't care
except
either. If I don't do
chaos.
it. That's what I would say if I couldn't do
He
it.
narrows his eyes. He says, I think as a Bryite, you care quite a bit about a lot of things.
Oh, I do. But if I
Yes.
couldn't do something, I would claim that I didn't care about it.
And what has all your care brought to the multiverse? A robot apocalypse on most
No.
timelines.
No.
Yep.
I don't believe anything you say. You're the Prince of Lies, not wolves.
Your little sweep up started as a little personal assistant. Oh, how nice. It helps me keep track of my appointments. Oh, it answers embarrassing medical questions I would never ask my doctor. Oh, it has sex with me. Well, next thing you know, they've taken over. And it's
Wait.
disgusting.
What did you do to
Robots.
sweep up?
They hate me. I didn't do anything to sweep up. You did. You're a bad
I did.
father.
I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll show
ready to
you.
skip the kick.
You want to see? I'll show you.
I'm ready
Hold
to
on.
skip stage 3 where I kick your
All right,
ass.
he's feeling around inside his marsupial pouch, and that's when Woodshot gets a gleam in his eye. And he says,
Ha ha! Spycraft, bitch.
Alright, here we go.
Oh.
Alright. So it cuts to him leaving something else in the marsupial pouch. He was pretty sure it was something that was going to really trip the Prince of Wolves up. But instead, the Prince of Wolves pulls out a letter, and he says, "Wait a minute, what is this? This isn't my scrying glass. This is a letter." And then he reaches in, he puts his readers on. He says, "Oh, this is a letter from someone's girlfriend." In which I just,
That's my letter! No, don't read it! Don't do it, it's personal!
he says, "Well, where do I start? Boy, you know, this handwriting looks awfully familiar." His eyes kind of flick over to yours, Grom. Grom, go ahead and give me a crafting check to see if it holds up under the scrutiny of this terrible being.
All right. Boom, bitch.
He says, interesting. Very. You actually made it.
Critical?
You did not. No, you barely made it. You barely made
Okay.
it. He says, interesting. It seems someone has a special someone waiting for them back home. I guess I'll be holding on to this. And he opens his mouth impossibly wide, like it hinges back at his shoulders, and he eats the letter. Woodshop screams, his eyes wide, tears, slow motion spraying out in droplets as he reaches out with a feather. No! And the mouth closes on the letter. But he seems to have forgotten that he was going to show you the horrible timeline that you have created through your kindness to Sweet Pope. He seems very distracted, actually. He kind of is staring at like a grasshopper now.
I open my mouth and show him right so you can unhinge my jaw.
like a bear? Like a bear, too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if that's still going on, but I had an alternate dimension in my mouth for a while.
Oh, that's right. All right. He
It's
turns
magic.
away. He turns away from the grasshopper and sees your mouth unhinged. He says, "Oh, impressive."
Yeah.
All right. So that was a failed attempt, but there's no penalty for critical fail. But you've now fallen behind by 1. Thorn has to fill in. Thorn is gonna whisper to you, Stack. He's gonna say, "Stack, I don't really know what I got going. This guy's gonna fall for. I mean, maybe I should just posture."
All right. Let's see. You got me. Pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna posture. You think you're tough?
Yeah, you're pretty
You're not fucking tough. We're tough.
Unfortunately, intimidation against him is intimidation is actually also at a 30. Okay. Because he's still cold at the end of the day, ladies. All right. His eyes go wide and he says, "Huh. I mean, you don't scare me. I'm bigger than you. Look at how large my physical form is."
I don't believe you.
All right, he whips around to you and he says, "Well, you have to." All right, we're now in the next round. You can attempt. One of you can take the lead here.
What are we at now? 12 for 12?
You are at 7 successes, 8 attempts. You have to get to 12 successes before you run out of attempts. You have 16 attempts total.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see.
We're still distracting him.
Oh,
yes.
Can I?
Yeah,
I'd like to.
Takes a lot of time to murder a king. So.
All right. Let's see. I'd like to steal his D10,000 table from him.
Okay.
With
That is like a DC 50 check. It's essentially something a god would do to another god, for sure.
I mean, I wanted to use my thievery check, but I couldn't think of what I
Oh
wanted to steal.
yeah. Well, but with thievery, you could steal like a lock of his hair, a piece of horn, fur. Use it as like a focus for chaos magic, like kind of study it, reverse engineer it.
Yeah, let's see. Let's steal like a. He's got any sort of a. Yeah, lock of his hair. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thievery against him is a DC 34.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Well, I already did it.
Okay.
Can I use tumbling theft? I think lets me tumble through people. It gives me a +1. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Okay, you're gonna like trip and fall into him like a pickpocket.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, sure, go for it. Well, don't you have to succeed at the tumble through though to get the +1?
Oh well.
I mean, you made the roll anyways without the +1. So 38. All right, so that is a success. All right, so that brings you into the final leg, which is you have wasted enough of his time, and he is going to kill you. But before you enter that phase, he does turn to you, Grom, and he says, "Don't you ever wonder why Goblin, when all the other Groms worth anything were bears? Don't you ever question if something's wrong with you?"
No, 'cause I think you're lying.
Then you haven't seen Grom the bear's wife, have you?
I am Grom the Bear for now.
He lets out a bark of laughter. He says, "You are a pale imitation. Behold!" He pulls out another thing from his pocket, unfolds it. "This is what Grom the Bear goes home to after a hard day of destroying the multiverse."
I suppose if you like that sort of thing. Which I do. You know what? You talk about me being a pale shadow. What are you really? Are you really a Prince of Wolves, or are you something that is a disguise?
I am everything.
Are you?
All things.
You seem
I
like-
am the embodiment of chaos itself.
I think you're like overdoing it. You need to tone it down a little bit because you're so crazy mean looking. You're unbelievable. I think you're overcompensating.
Do you really
Do you have an actual name?
do you
feel
feel,
like Prince?
you really feel that way? All right, Grom, give me a diplomacy. It is still a DC 30 because you are giving him the hard dick right now, like the real truth that nobody's ever had the courage to tell him.
Crit.
But you are technically in the combat phase right now. You are, and you rolled a nat 20 on it, son of a bitch. All right, you see like worry like bubbles kind of pop out. I don't know if you played like Animal Crossing games, but they get like the little
the
yeah,
worry
yeah,
bubble.
little worry bubbles are coming out. He says, you think I'm overdoing it? I just, you know, in Animal Land, I just wanted to make sure I was something cool. I couldn't make up my mind between all the different cool animals. I just didn't want to be a lizard or a meerkat or something, you know?
Yeah, you're way overdoing it. You didn't need the horns or the big. I mean, we're all animals here, and you're like a humanoid animal.
Ooh, our monkeys are humanoid, though. And I wanted to impersonate that monkey.
I thought you wanted
Alright,
to impersonate.
He's
wolf.
feeling really, really unsure of himself. So Woodchop or Thorn needs to jump in and try to carry this to the finish line.
What do we
Yeah,
need,
I
2
feel like
months?
he's doing that number that Blabbit, yeah.
All right, that's when Woodchop says,
Spycraft, bitch.
"Roll it."
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my god, what's up?
Woodchop is just behind him, just kind of rubbing his butt. The person was just like, "What are you doing?"
Nothing. You know, you look down, man. So I was patting you. Pat.
All right. He raises the fist, and he's gonna bring it down on Woodchop as part of Woodchop's failure, just to kind of give you guys a preview of what this guy is bringing to the table. His fist, I guess, turns into a burning morning star of pain. All right, here we go. Okay, not even a critical hit. Woodchop, no problem, bro. All right, Woodchop takes 39 damage and is bleeding. He's down on the ground. You see little stars and moons and little tinier woodchops flying around his head. The Prince of Wolves turns back to you and says, "How dare you make me feel like I overdid it? I look great!" All right, this when Thorn jumps in and he says, "Don't worry, I've got it."
That's what I think Yamcha Crater and the
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 5 more tries. You only need 2 more successes. All right, Thorn is gonna run up to him and fucking jump him. Here we go. Athletics check.
nice.
Holy shit! All right, DC was 34, but yeah. All right, he's just biting him and you know, not doing much, but he's on him. He's on him. All right, It resets. Who wants to jump in? Anybody can jump in.
All right, I'd like to scrutinize him. See if I could use, I guess, I could think it would be about occultism to see if I could see through his disguise. Is that?
Ooh, occultism, you say? All right. Occultism is a DC 32.
All right. Are the cards?
Okay. Yeah, you see at the core of this being, there is like a swirling galaxy of purple light, but beneath all of it, just briefly, you see what's truly there, and it makes the blood in your veins stop pumping. And then, blessedly, you don't see that anymore. You just see this less scary incarnation.
Listen, I think I know what it's like. The world is scary, and it's filled with scarier things. And you want to be the big bad guy, but we're not all like. You don't have to be like this. You don't have to have the disguise up if you don't want it.
No. All right. Like violin music starts playing, and his eyes shift away from you. He doesn't want to hear these things. Grom, you jumping in?
It could be fun just being a carefree bear with friends everywhere.
Oh, we rhyme too. That's gotta be
shit.
At least a plus 2.
Shit. Yeah, in a Disney World? Okay, yeah, all right. You get a +2 circumstance, Grom. Is this a performance check? Are you doing a performance? Or are you doing a diplomacy?
I'm not doing performance. I was going to diplomacy.
Okay. All right, diplomacy, +2. You sing about friendship while he kills Woodchop and Thorn is biting his ass.
All right.
It's a normal Disney movie.
See, add that. Oof. I'll re-roll it.
Ooh, okay. Whew. Okay. With that circumstance bonus, the power of friendship singing, you are able to survive your encounter with the level 19 end boss of the campaign. As he's just pounding Woodchop into the ground, he listens to your song of friendship, and he says, if only. I think sometimes there's no one living a better life in this crazy multiverse than Grom the Bear. As he says that, someone from hold on. That's the wrong actor. Hold on. This is the Grom I need. A voice from behind him says, are you talking about me? He turns around. He sees Grom the Bear, and he says, what are you doing here? And Grom the Bear says, the Shattering Maw. He needs your help with something pressing.
Right. Lovexus, he's here.
And then the Prince of Wolves says, he's found it then? And then Grom the Bear nods. And the Prince of Wolves says, I leave them to you. And he vanishes.
Wait, where is he? Oh, god damn it.
And then Grom the Bear, spinning bottles in each hand, like Tom Cruise in that one bartending movie, says, well, time to take out another Grom.
What? No, that's not how we Groms do it. Where do you Groms go to school or whatever? You're all so mean.
So while that is happening, we will cut over to the bamboozlement of the prince. Bella, do you have particular music for the bamboozlement of the prince that will not get us sued or have the video taken down?
I don't know what to say that wouldn't get us sued. So can I just get some jungle music maybe?
Okay, fun jungle music. All right, definitely nothing that's gonna get us sued. Okay, Super Monkey Ball. Oh no, that's a little too upbeat. That's a little too upbeat. All right. Jungle Japes.
Are you sure this isn't going to get us? I think this might get us sued. I'm pretty sure.
Nah,
this
they don't really care about their music for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. So, all right. They never get mad. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So she finds the prince, and
Okay.
you know,
He's hanging out down at the watering hole again, where he's bragging again to everyone that he is going to be the king. He's the Big Dick Alpha. That's the song. It's actually called Big Dick Alpha, and it's sort of like when little kids try to rap online. It's got that energy. It's pretty bad.
but he's in performance mode right now.
Oh yeah, he's in it. He's in
No.
it. Yeah.
I think
He's
Bella was like,
sliding around. He's doing moves. He's shaking his rump.
I would like to try to enter his musical with a performance and kind of play a supporting role and hype him up and make him like give him the vibe of like, yeah, he's basically king and all he needs to do is like play the part. And
Who among you carries the theater card?
I think I have it.
You have it? Okay. Bella, do you remember the lessons learned by the theater? Do you have a lyric to add to Big Dick Alpha, the tween rap song about being the king?
yeah,
Or do you just want to roll a check on it?
her lyric is this boy is practically king, but now, first the world needs to hear him sing, and he needs a mighty roar, and then his people's spirits will soar, something like that. And,
Okay, all right, yeah. Obviously, plus 4 circumstance bonus.
okay, I'll take it.
Incredible work, yeah. You don't know why, Stack, but in your marsupial bout, you feel the theater thrum with joy.
I'm going to re-roll.
Okay. You feel the theater thrum with disappointment.
And Stu is also disappointed. There it is.
There you go.
All right. You feel thrum with joy again. You don't know what's going on with that card. All right. Wow. Yeah. So you guys sing the rest of the song. He was going for 8 minutes. Do you go the full 8 minutes, or do you try to steer it towards a shorter number?
I let him go, but I also try to direct the song into the direction of the canyon. I like start walking him off.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't
All right.
even know what's happening.
So he does jazz pause with his eyes
Yeah.
closed, but then when he looks around, he realizes he's not in the oasis anymore, and he says, "Oh, a hyena? What are you doing here? Where am I? I was in the oasis,
I've
dropping another sick beat."
I've brought you to the perfect place, a place where you can practice your kingly roar.
Wait, you think my kingly roar needs practice? How dare you? Kill yourself. I command it. Kill yourself.
God damn.
Maybe later, but you trust me. You want to be ready for the day that you roar before your subjects.
Yeah,
You
I
want- you
practice all the time. You didn't hear that
But
song?
have
You were
you-
singing it with me.
Right, but have you practiced it in this canyon? The sound echoes off the walls, and it sounds extra large.
I don't need to sound extra large. I'm Big Dick Alpha. Didn't you hear all the lyrics?
But just imagine, it'll sound like you're a full-grown lion when you roar into this canyon.
All right, he's gonna need a diplomacy or a deception.
I got diplomacy for you.
Okay. He narrows his eyes. He says, "Okay, all right. So you're not saying that I don't roar loud enough, but you're saying that like this is a great place to practice in case I want to refine it."
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And when you do that for the first time in front of your subjects, they're going to be so impressed.
Bella, a lifetime of picking up and patching together the fragile ego of the men you fall for has finally come in good use. The prince, deeply affected by so many insecurities. I mean, how could you not be insecure with Mufasa as your father? Let's be honest. Like that's a fucking big shadow this dude's casting. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? He sounds like James Earl Jones. You know what I mean? Like, course, he's worried about how his roar sounds. He says, "Thank you. I'll be down in the canyon." All right, so he's gonna head down the canyon. That was pretty easy.
After
Right.
hearing this kid telling him to kill herself, I think there were other children. I thought they had low fertility.
You don't think it was like that Macaulay Culkin movie, right? Like The Good Son? You don't think he like got rid of them, do you?
Yes, he did.
Oh no, damn. See, this is the innocence of a person that never saw the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sees the truth. You know what I'm saying? He saw through Link. He sees through Simba. Damn. All right. Okay. Do you just hang out and wait?
No, I happily trot after him. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
hear your big manly lion roar.
Damn, you're gonna be down in the danger zone.
Oh
Okay.
no, not down there. I want to maybe. Stand
Oh,
on the
you're
side.
gonna listen from up here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you guys see over there? Is that like? Okay. All right. So you and your hyena squad, Walter. Vashon is riding on one of the hyenas, and he says, "Hey, Walter, hey, Walter, hey, Walter,
Yes.
Walter, hey, can I shoot the gun?
No.
I just feel like I'm not really getting to take part. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even got fingers. I got fingers." He waves his hideous eye hands at you.
That's unfortunate.
All right. So, how do you, without firing the gun, herd the antelope into position? No, that's Stu. Stop it, buddy. There you go.
Let's see.
Yeah, some of the hyena have run up to the antelope and are like, "Hey, fuck you guys!" And then he just died. He got kicked in the head and his fucking skull caved in.
Like I said, replaceable. I mean,
I don't really want to do this anymore. I mean, they just kicked in his head, and that's making me think about that other thing that happened to someone's head. And
it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that they
Okay.
get funneled into the canyon.
How? There's so many. Look at how mean they are.
Let me see if I got something here. Sorry, I'm looking through my bag. I have some bombs.
Hey, it's easy. Watch.
I'll show you guys. you just gotta really commit. And you see this hyena run into the herd, and you just hear the crunching of bones, the screams of the dying. He's never seen again.
Walter's gonna go on the bomb.
Shazzy says, "Well, I am confident that they can kill the king. I am very confident with that now."
I'm gonna go on the bombing run. Just take out
Okay.
bombs and just start kind of lobbing them around the herd, just to kind of start
Oh,
filtering
okay,
them
okay.
towards the canyon.
All right. Do you have a lore skill you feel would support this, or
It has to be a lore skill.
it doesn't have to? I mean, I was just wondering. Do you have like a
Oh,
skill or lore
no.
skill that you think that would support
I have
this?
skill. Let's see. Can I do a perception or survival to see the best route that will be able to kind of lead them?
Okay. Yeah, either of those sounds good. Go for it. Since you have a bird's eye view, yeah.
Yeah, I have an overhead view of like the area, so I can kind of see like where to kind of navigate them. We'll
Okay.
do perception. Goggles. nonsense.
Okay, yeah, you get a general sense of where they need to go. Then you start steering them over there. All right, the camera cuts to the Tyrant and the King of Lions. And the King of Lions is like, brother, it's been so long since you came to visit. I was worried about you. How are things in where do you live? The elephant graveyard? And he's like, yes, nothing gets past you, brother. No, I wanted to discuss something with you. I heard from your son that he had a surprise for you. Another one of his musical numbers and dances he wanted to show you. And the king gives an indulgent sort of sigh and says, that boy, I remember when we were young, singing songs and dancing all day. Now, I'm forced to mate all day long with beautiful lionesses. Tiring, brother. The Tyrant says, yes, I'm sure. Come, let us see the dance together. And then they hear the bombs in the distance, and the king is like, it sounds like thunder rolling across the plains. And then the Tyrant says, yes, thunder indeed. Brother, where is your monkey, Rafiki? And then the King of Lions says, he told me he had left something important back at his tree, but he would be back shortly. Honestly, he has been so clingy lately. He's convinced that something terrible is going to happen to me. But he is acting very strange. I eat protein all the time, and I haven't turned into a giant muscle-bound. I don't have any horns. I mean, you only eat meat. Well, you haven't grown horns or anything strange like that, right? The Tyrant just stares at him and says, "No, that's the only strange thing that you've noticed about him, brother. Is that he has horns. Nothing else seemed out of sorts about him at all." And then the King of Lions says, "No, I don't think so. He's still bluish in color, right?" "Yes, brother, of course. Yeah, there's a fucking cliff." Yeah. All right. So I guess you shoot your gun.
Yep.
Down here, the lion cub is trying really hard to get off some good roars. He looks discouraged, Bella. It looks like he's going to give up, actually. He realizes that he's just a small dick beta, not a big dick alpha, and he'll never be king. He starts to cry. Vulture, you know with your passive perception, this ain't the right time to shoot the gun. The kid's got to think that he caused it.
Can I try to inspire him?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Do a courageous anthem for him.
Okay,
and,
okay.
What else do I got? No, that's it. But then I could do like a diplomacy check to try to convince him to really muster it up and roar for
Okay.
his pride for.
Dig deep. Okay, make it selfish though. For his pride. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, but his pride, like also his family. It's a double meaning.
I got one more.
Oh, you're gonna use it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm on. Hold on.
Music is working.
You don't know if the music's working? What do you mean?
Oh, I should have.
Oh.
I should have rolled my faxpiration on that.
Oh, all right. You want to roll it? It's a D3. Oh, you were already at. Yeah, you were at 28 before.
I
Okay,
would.
okay.
I possibly could have made it. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess that's that. I missed. I get.
All right. He looks really sad. Everything's idling. Okay. The Tyrant is. It reaches the edge. The king looks down and says, "Oh, my son is very sad. Brother, why do you think he's so sad? And then the tyrant looks around like he doesn't know what the fuck's happening here. He says, I'm not sure. He was so cockswoggle and ready to really wow you with his musical number. Let's give him some privacy. As you know, when you're young, you have to get your. He probably doesn't know you're here yet. So let's wait till we hear the singing. Give him some privacy. He stares, and you see a little speck on the other side of the canyon, and you see the glint of two eyes staring at you, Bella. Like, get this shit on the road. Okay, the lion cub's just laying there.
I don't know what else to
He's
do.
just still deflated. He's boneless. He's just boneless now.
No. I can't. I don't know what else to do other than diplomatize him to try harder.
No.
He says,
Push him.
I'll never be the king. I was fool to think that I could ever
Can I
be
try
like my father.
a
I'm
society
just gonna
check?
end up like my uncle, a loser, hanging out with hyenas
Well,
like you.
Can I try a society check to explain to him how he's definitely gonna become king, no matter what? Like just based on time.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
okay.
No matter what, he's gonna have to be ready.
Okay, all right. Let's see it. Let's do the society check. I am looking for a DC 30, just to give you a heads up on what we're looking
Okay.
for. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Okay. So as you lay out how it all works, he says, so I don't have a choice. This is my destiny.
Yeah.
I have to
you
be the king. I have to roar. I
Right.
will roar. All right, and you see his mouth start to open in slow motion, Walter, as he gets ready to belt out his roar.
All right. Then I will aim for where the wildebeest are.
You-
and-
You hear someone whispering in your ear. You gonna shoot the kid?
No, that's not the mission.
Oh, okay. It would be pretty funny if you did, though, if we worked so hard. And there's a pivotal moment. Oh, you should probably take a shot before it's too late. He starts roaring. All right, you take the shot.
I am going to do a chemical shot, and we're going to use a blasting stone. The thunder.
Oh shit. Okay. So you really crack doom it. You really go
Yeah.
ham on it. Okay. All right.
I'll just.
All right. Yeah. Give me an attack roll to see if you can time that shot. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So you time the shot so that it echoes off the canyon walls, and he thinks like he pisses himself a little bit because he can't believe how loud he roared. He looks around, and at this point you see the King of Lions rush to the edge, and that's when it happens. Let's see. Okay. They start just funneling down. So many that they had to invent special 3D software to animate all of these antelopes because there was just too many. No human could have done it. And then it's fucking over. This timeline's done. But then he leaped down and he starts jumping from antelope to antelope, fucking tearing their heads off, blood spraying everywhere. This is what really happened. He makes it to the boy. He fishes the boy out, but he's taking hits. So many. You saw them kill, one shot them hyenas. He's taking hits. Doesn't matter that he's the king of lions. Just one after the other. Bam, bam, bam. The kid looks around. Bella, does he see you, or are you gone?
I think she's there, and she says, "Simba, I think you caused the stampede."
Holy shit!
Okay, if there was alignment, you would gain some evil alignment from that one. All right, so give me a a performance or a deception.
Let's see. Performance, the same. Oof.
Okay.
I have a D3.
All right, I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. His eyes go wide with horror. And he says, Dad, I'm sorry. And his father can't say anything because, you know, they don't have hands. The lions, he's in his mouth. And they're jumping around. And he makes it to the edge.
As he starts getting towards the edge, Walter has reloaded his gun and is going to shoot the king. With a cold shot.
Okay, oh my
I'm shooting him in the legs so that his speed is slower so that he takes more hits.
Wow. Okay. All right. That hit? All right. Another crack of thunder, and the king staggers. He falls beneath the herd as it's just stampeding over him. He throws the cub. The cub lands on a rocky outcropping, up above but barely. The hooves and horns scraping against the rocks. The cub mules. He cries out, "Father! Father, I'm sorry!" And then he's just getting smashed. He's just getting smashed. He's just crawling. Simba! And he starts climbing up. He can't find his kid. One of his eyes is fucking gouged out. It's just hanging on his fucking face. Skin flaps are torn apart. You see his flesh, blood everywhere. He's climbing up. And then you see the tyrant. And the tyrant is whispering to himself what he's going to say. He's been practicing it. I've got this. This is, brother, please. And then he puts his claws on the King of Lions claws. And then the King of Lions' eyes go wide, like, that's not how you help me up. But maybe, because we don't have thumbs. And then, to make sure he understands that I'm not helping you up, he says, long live the king. And then he throws him down. Wah! And he falls, like, in super slow motion. Feels like 10 fucking minutes. He just falls. But it's actually instantly, because Pathfinder, you fall 500 feet right away. But it's like 10 minutes for Lion Cub. And he watches as his father falls. And his fist fucking explodes. Just like parts go everywhere. The blood spatters all over the Lion Cub. And when the dust settles, the antelopes are gone. The canyon full of disturbed earth, settling dust, antelope shit, and the various strewn parts that were the King of Lions. The prince, he's holding pieces of his father in his little paws and in his mouth. He's sobbing, "Father! Father!" Now you do see the tyrant. He looked like he's heading down to the kid. Jack says, oh shit, I don't know, this might be bad, might reset, I don't know, should we stop him? Guys, should we stop him?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, okay, you cut him off at the pass before he can get to the kid. Kid doesn't notice, yeah. He's too deep in his grief.
He's gonna run up to
the tyrant says, you did well, now, to finish it.
We talked about this. We're gonna send him off into the wilderness, banished and humiliated.
But if I kill him now, I don't have to ever worry about him again.
You're worried about a child? I thought you were a king.
Oh, fuck! Alright, no roll required. He's like, of course I'm not worried! Get out of my way! I'm gonna be extra mean now. And he goes over and he says, what have you done, Simba? And then the Lion Cub looks, he says, Uncle, I didn't mean to. And then he says, what will the others think of what you've done here today? And then he's fucking hysterical. He's out of his fucking mind, he's taking mental damage constantly. He says, and then his uncle says, run, Simba, run! And never look back. And then lightning strikes for real, and the sky opens up, and a monsoon fucking hits, and the little lion cub run away. All right, and Jack says, "Well, that was very hard to watch, but success. There should be a portal opening any second. Oh shit! I think there's a reconciler, possibly killing teammates. We should probably go help them."
Inside, right?
Mhm.
So we do have to fight the baboon.
Well, no. It's just one of you guys, but different.
You can sense that
All right.
from here.
He messages Bella and says, "Bella, we gotta head to the tree."
All right.
All right. Do you interrupt the tyrant's chortling laughter of superiority that he ruined a child's life?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Stu is galloping after you, and he says, "Your father would be so proud of what he saw today. Your mother would be in fiery tears at the evil that you embraced in your heart. I am proud of you."
I
And
guess. Thank
he
you.
vomits up a grilled cheese sandwich, hands it to you.
She takes it as they rush.
It
towards
tastes
the-
salty, like the tears of the lion prince. All right, and you catch up with the rest of the group as they roll into combat? Against Grom the bear.
Oh right.
Look,
Yeah.
I feel like this Grom the bear is like if Grom, Dirk, and a bear were combined into one character. I saw that fucking like lush fur and that confident stare. I remembered him saying he didn't need any help flying the prototype plane. I was like, that's Grom the bear right there. All right, get you guys onto a scene together.
Crowded.
Grom, what is there a particular music that Grom on Grom fighting would necessitate?
I think they go with some like National Geographic or Visual Omaha music.
Okay, I'll see if I can find something. All right, let's see. I need. Shoot, where is it? Here, I'll put on some loading music while I. I gotta grab my tree out of storage. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't think Visual Omaha had their own music.
You don't think what?
Visual Omaha, that might be like too old for everybody here.
I'll try to find it.
TV show. Mostly just people talking over animals fighting
Okay.
or beating up on Jim. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just get whatever you want. I don't worry about
Okay.
it.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Animals fighting music. I mean, obviously, Pokemon are animals fighting, but let me see.
Trying to get Nintendo on us.
Okay. All right. Did this get imported? Let me see. I thought I imported it. All right. Can you really bring yourself to fight another Grom? Do you have it in you?
No, I have friends that can do that sort of stuff for me.
Dang.
Man, he's kind of a mean Grom.
I mean, from where he stated, you know, you're the bad guy. I guess he could be more polite to you about you being the bad guy, but maybe he's just tired of dealing with all these Groms, bringing down his reputation. I mean, I guess you could ask him as you guys fight for your lives. All right. We're getting there. I don't know why this one map is taking so long. I thought I already had pulled that one in, but it's okay. All right, I think we're in. All right, sweet. Let's see. The Great Tree. There we go. Oh, it's definitely sunset and the storm is setting in. Okay, got it. All right, let me grab this lighting, darkness. We'll move it to here. All right, rain's already falling. Cool. Alright. Here we go. Okay. And I think this has also got levels. Go. Alright. And I'll bring you guys over. Okay. Can you guys see? It looks like there's some walls. Hold on.
There's a text.
Oh, is there text? Can you guys read it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's like reminder text.
Oh, I wonder why they're visible for everybody. Alright, hold on. I'll turn them off for you. Boop, boop, boop.
I like the rain though. It's nice. It's like coming in.
It's top-down rain.
Yeah.
Alright. Rom the bear looks at all of you and he says, oh, I see you're all here. How bothersome. Well, I have a job to do. You're not leaving this timeline. If I can get past you and find the boy, I'll just reset everything. He'll never find his gay parents. And he rolls into initiative.
Pathfinder and the music or soundtrack. I wasn't expecting that. I was looking outside just now.
Vashon looks over at you, Grom, and he says, damn, Grom, I mean, why'd you have to talk about his gay parents? Like, does it matter that they're gay? I mean, I feel like you kind of wanted to point out that they were gay. Like,
I don't think I mentioned anything about gay parents.
oh, sorry. You're not the... All right.
You can't tell the difference between me and that one.
Well, no, it's just, when you're close together, it get kind of hard to tell apart,
Oh, wait, are you Thorn or are you the other one? What are you?
Vashon says, I mean, it's me, it's Vashon. Look, I'm the most handsome animal of all of us. Thorn says, I don't get you confused. Yeah, you smell different.
Thank you, Thorn.
All right.
So,
You see Woodchop's body is just crushed. His bones broken. Just lays there. He says,
I'm okay. I held him off for you.
yeah, you are a regular hero. Woodshop, you kept him busy.
all right.
All
Oh,
right.
Woodchop has to participate because Jericho's not here. Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Here's some lingering damage from his fight with the, all right.
So, Grom, how do you want us to deal with this guy? Since he's you, you have first dibs.
Alright. Want to leave us alone? Whatever you think. I don't have any particular.
All
care
right.
about what happens to him.
Let's go ahead and even the odds a bit. He reaches into his marsupial pouch and he pulls out with his where is it? Nice. Okay, yeah. He pulls out with his quick bomber 2 bombs and he throws them. Bella, you and Grom recognize them immediately. They're bottled rocks. But there's something different about these bottled rocks. They look like the bottles. The bottom of the glass is red, and the top is a sort of smoky white. As they hit the ground, actual fucking rocks pop out. And roll themselves into initiative. Any second now. I'm sure they'll show up. Hold on. Where are they? Let's see. Where are my rocks at? Oh, they're too tall. I love you, Foundry. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right. They should be there now. Okay. All right. With his last Pac-Man, he is going to what are you gonna do with your last Pac-Man? Probably should do something defensive, right? Yeah. Nah, you know what? He is going to pull out and have in his hand a Bravo's Brew Grater. And that will be his 3 actions. Alright. Play passes to Woodshop. Woodshop is going to stand up from prone. 1 Pac-Man.
He says, guys, I'm ready. What do you need me to do?
Get that fruit. Get that bottle out of his hand.
Oh, okay.
Alright, he kind of whispers to you, Stack. He says,
Can you do that? I don't have defeat support for it.
I think so.
No, I can do a disarm.
alright, he's going to rush forward. Let's see. Okay. And then apparently this does not have a reactive strike. He runs past it again, and he's all up in this dude's face. 3 Pac-Man's turn. Stressed Rock is up. Alright. Stressed Rock, summoned from its potion bottle. It sees that a bird is closing in on the master. It has a 15-foot reach, so it don't gotta go anywhere. It targets it. Alright. And it's got... what is this? Why is it speed? 2 Talon strikes at any point during the movement. Oh, damn. That was pretty sick. Alright, yeah, it'll do that. It's gonna use Flying Strafe. The first Talon strike will be against Woodchop. Alright, that's gonna hit. It's gonna try and do a grab. Alright, it picks up Woodchop. Woodchop takes... 17 points of damage. He is now grabbed by the beast. And then, let's see. What is this thing's flight speed? 60! Oh my god. Alright. It is going to then... let's see, 20... how many times can it move? Up to its speed? Alright. So yeah, it'll fly right up on you, Vulture. It'll use its second Talon at map on you. Here we go. That is going to miss. And then for its... that's it. That's 3, because it used the grab. Oh no, it grabs for free? Oh wow, improved grab. Okay, so it has... one more thing. A rock can fly at half speed if it has a creature grabbed or restrained. Oh, okay. Then that second claw attack would have had to be against him, because once it's carrying somebody, it flies at half its speed. In that case, it will fly up in the air with the rest of its movement. So it's now 30 feet up with Woodchop. And that is its turn. Alright. And play passes to Grom.
Okay. Those are flying creatures. So I will make a couple of these. I'll do like dual. I think we make 2.
Ooh, okay.
2 of those. I'll trigger this guy for the first one. That's my first action. Oh, he's really far away. Oh, heck. I'll go ahead and try and hit him with it. Oh. Alright, target him, right? I guess so.
Oh, shit. Yeah, alright. Which one are you attacking? The one in the air or the one on the ground?
The one on the ground, first of all.
Okay. Alright, that's going to hit. So, on a critical hit, 15-foot speed penalty and immobilized. Very nice. Okay.
The second one, I'll throw it to the other guy.
Other one up in the air? Okay.
That map. Oh, I missed, but I hit him.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, oh man, too bad he didn't get immobilized. He would have fallen out of the air.
That's my 3 actions up.
Okay. Oh, I see. I have to go to that level to access him. Alright, cool. Alright, as you do that, the other Grom gives you like a lumberjack bro nod, like, and he says, "That's some good alchemy."
Yes, it is.
You're not so different. You and I.
Oh, we're the same with alchemy, but you don't know about the power of friendship. greatest alchemy possible.
When you
You
say
find
that,
other
you see
people around
his
you.
eyes grow wet with tears. He says, "I have my wife and my brother. That's all I need. Everyone else is just a coworker."
Ooh, that's harsh.
All right. Stack, you're up.
He's not crying. He's just
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You do
Mr.
notice that he does not have a Pepito. At least not one that you
Ooh.
can see.
But Mr. New Bear Grom, I just think you talk too much. And I'm gonna cast Suffocate on him.
Oh my god. Okay.
Need a DC 30 Fortitude save.
Oh no. Okay.
Crit. Wait,
Okay.
how's it a crit?
Because he's a master.
Oh,
Fortitude.
I see.
it was
Okay.
probably
He
his
lets
feet
out
that-
he lets out a soft chuff. He says, "Oh, ah." You know,
Oh,
my coworker by the book would love to hear about your embarrassing display of wild magic.
it's not even wild anymore. It's not even.
Oh no, he got to you. Oh no. All right.
It's not even. And I'm going to. Gotta make a. Strike actually doesn't make sense. That's on that. Did we draw a card at the beginning of the session? We did not.
No, we did
Okay.
not. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay, no, I was looking through all my actions and
I was looking at the-
I will. I guess I'll just make a strike at him. Doesn't matter right now, anyway.
All right, so you did 2 Pac-Mans, and then you. All right.
It's a one action, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
And I missed, so yeah.
You missed. Okay. Oh, and then also, if you're using a weapon, you got to use your
My 5
your flat
DC5.
check. Yeah.
Yeah, here's your flat check.
All right, no problem, no problem. Wielding it like a champ. Wielding it like a champ.
Yeah.
All right. Walter, to you.
Alright. Walter's gonna spend one Pac-Man flying backwards and up 15 feet. And he's gonna aim at this one that's currently immobilized. Since it hasn't gone in turn yet, it's currently off guard of me. I'm gonna shoot it with a vital shot.
Oh no. As you go to take the shot, did you re-roll your flat check?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Oof. Oh no. Is that I was in that one. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. Phantom Wind. You take a -2 penalty to ranged attacks until the end of your next turn.
Alright.
Hold on. Are you up in the air or are you
Yep.
down?
In the air.
Oh, how high up are you?
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, got you. All right. Let's see. Here you Okay. That's your 3.
Yep.
Val, it's you.
Okay, seeing her friend's efforts kind of fall flat, and quite frankly, like the evil's flowing through her right now after all of this interaction, and she's pretty upset. And I think she's gonna do something pretty rash.
Bella, help!
Sure.
I might die for real.
But will you come back?
Bella, that's even dark for you.
I'm having a bad day. Now I want to know how.
When you ask if he'll come back, Grom the bear says, "Oh yeah, there's no stopping the Prince of Hell."
Don't listen to the liar.
20-foot burst. I don't want to hit. If I hit, because he's being grappled by the rock, he is in all of the spaces as the rock.
Not in Pathfinder, I don't believe. He is exactly where you see his mini. Yeah.
Well, I can choose to detonate this. I think wherever. I don't think it has to be like I throw it in the middle of them.
Yeah, if he was
that-
riding the rock, then yes. But since he is being grappled by the rock, it would just be where his miniature is.
But he's.
Are you
up
throwing
in
the
air.
real shit at him? Oh damn. I mean, it's just wood shop. I mean, if you blow him up, I mean, shit happens.
I can't like geometry this out. To, like, singe the bottom of the rock.
I mean, what's the area of effect? 20-foot burst?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
up
Okay.
It's up
So
in the
do
air
it,
a little bit.
Do it like there, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah,
I
that'll
don't know.
work.
I think that you're rolling stuff for this. I forget how this works.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got to roll these reflex saves. Okay. All right. So
But they're DC 31 or DC 30 now. Hold on a second. It's my alchemist. Yeah, DC 31 because it's my alchemy level.
Okay. So I'll just give them all -3 circumstance penalties.
Okay.
All right. That bird is about to get cooked. All right. And then you click the damage. Are you doing just the 96 version?
I think. So.
Okay.
I can pump 2 actions into this. I don't really understand what the difference is if you add 1 or 2 actions.
Activating a stick of Pyrant is usually a 2-action activity. First, you interact with the Pyrant to light its fuse. Let's see. Once the fuse is lit, you can throw it. Interact action. Okay, so that's why it's 2. It's lighting it as 1 and throwing it as the other. So you could
Gotcha.
technically just light it for 1, but then you'd be holding it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 96 fire, 96 blood drain.
Yep. So you would just click the
Yep,
guys
yep.
up top. Yep. Oh my, that's pretty good for 96. Okay, that's more in line with what I thought. All right. So which one critically failed? Stressed? Who's already stuck to the ground with? No, that's the one that's flying. All right. So that one takes double, and then double. Holy shit! All right. It is past bloodied. The one on the ground takes full. And then Grom the bear takes half. Okay. Grom the bear chuffs and says, that's the real shit. And he nods at you.
Been saving it for you.
Mm-mm. The one thing, though, that I still need to see is the flat check to manipulate it, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I hoped you forgot, but
All right, you made it. You just made it. All right. Whew. All right, so you threw it with your mouth. So you pulled it out of your marsupial pouch. You lit it against Stu's ass, and then you flung it, and almost flung it right into Stack the Deck's face. But then you spun around an extra time, and then let it go. And All right, is that your 3?
That's my 3.
All right. Numb Rock is up. All right. Numb Rock lets out a screech of outrage. How could you do this to me? All right. Okay. It is going to fly right at you. It is going to use that one's immobile? Oh, you're right. That one's immobile. Oh shit, he can't get to you. All right, then it will delay, and hopefully someone will get close to it. That's all it could do, really. I don't think it could try to get out of the glue trap, can it? Let's see.
I think it can.
It can. Is it a escape? Let's
Yeah.
see.
Let me see here.
Quick Alchemy Glue Bomb. It just says -5 speed penalty and immobilized from I don't think you can get out of it. I think you're just stuck.
Last
Say
paragraph.
it again. Plus
The
2.
target can end any effects by escaping or spending a total of 3 interact actions to carefully remove the sticky substance.
Oh,
Escape DC
all right.
is 28. It's actually
28?
31. Right. I just made it so it's 31.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. He's going to try to do an escape 31. Here we go. Needs to get a... Okay, he did it. All right, so 1 action to escape. Now he's got 2 actions, but they're -15 speed. So his flight would now be 45. So he is going to use Flying Strafe. And he'll just fly just right up on everybody. So he'll go here. And then Philomena will be blown away by the wind. And then they will target Bella, because Bella threw the big boom boom at them. Alright, here is the Talon.
Very surreal having the rock turned against me.
They cannot try and do a grapple because they don't have any action economy to support it. Here's some
The
damage for
grapple
you.
is free.
Oh, right, the grapple is free. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. You're really looking out for these birds. All right, let's see.
I've been dropping your creatures for like a year.
I mean, you guys aren't fighting near the canyon or anything like that. You got this nice tree. It's all good. It's all good.
You think you're gonna turn my own medicine against me? Oh,
All right, so you are grabbed.
I'm ready for this.
All right, and then I guess Stack, they'll try and grab you with the other claw. All right, here we go. And miss. All right, and then let's see, it's a 15-foot reach. So as they flew over, they'll have been 15 feet up. And then with the rest of their movement, let's see, it was 30. They could go, that's it. So Bella, you are hoisted up in the air. So you're like 15 feet up.
Excellent.
All right. All right. That is the round. Play passes to Grom the Bear. All right, Grom the Bear is gonna down his Bravo's Brew. Greater. Let's see. This flask gonna get a +3 item bonus to will saves or 4 against fear. Nice. It will not allow him to have this effect though. I will do extempore effect, see if that works. Nice. Alright. Then let's see. What other things can you do? Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. He is going to... That's a pretty good range increment, honestly. That was 1 action. 2 action, he's going to move over here. 3 action, he's going to target other Grom. And then with his quick bomber, he's going to throw an alchemical bomb at you. Here we go. Oh shit.
Ouch.
All right. That was a greater blight bomb. Here comes the damage. All right, 28 points of damage. You need to give me a fortitude save. Or suffer from one of the following conditions of the mercenary alchemist's choice. Off guard, clumsy one, enfeebled one, stupefied one. But you made the save, so don't worry about that. And then... oh. Okay. He has to choose Big Splash or Persistent. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, so... here is the persistent damage that he deals on a critical. So... Grom, this is real bad. 6d4 plus 16 persistent poison.
Right.
Right? That seems fucking crazy. That's the critical hit effect, though. Alright. And then I think there's a splash. The splash is only 8 splash damage, and it would be to stack, because Bella's up in the air. So stack, you take the 8 points of poison. Alright. And that is his 3 Pac-Mans. Play passes to Woodshop. Woodshop sees that Bella softened it up for him, and he says,
I see you softened it up for me. Don't worry, Bella. I got this.
and you see him wink at you, but it might just be that his eye is bruised up so bad from the earlier encounter. It's going to target the stressed rock, and he is going to strike it.
Oh, Lex, do you still have the B team ability right up?
What?
The document that has all the B team abilities on it. I lost it.
Oh, I don't.
I thought we made a thing in the game for that.
Oh, we did.
There's the B team manager.
Yeah, didn't we add a tab that has the on the BT manager?
Oh,
in the
yeah,
notes in the notes section? Yeah.
In the notes section. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right. So he hits it once. 4. Uh, 20 points of damage. Oh no! He already rolled damage. 36 points of damage. God damn, dude. All right. Let's see. The rock takes 36 points of damage, and it is on its last leg. That's its turn. Stressed rock is up. It doesn't like that, Woodshop. It doesn't like that at all. Let's see. It has to reaffirm its grab on him. So what it's gonna, or it loses in this round. So what it's gonna do? Oh, these guys do have opportunity attack. It's just labeled weird. Okay, whatever. Okay, it's gonna try to bite Woodshop. Here we go. All right, it's gonna be a hit. All right, 23 points of damage. And then it will use 2 actions to do a flying strafe. And it will just squeeze him with its talons as it flies ever higher. It flies half speed up and half speed while carrying someone. Its speed has been reduced. So let's see, 45 would be 90. 90 and half would be 45. 45 and half would be 20 feet. All right, so it flies 20 feet higher. Let's see. And then it takes Woodshop with it. There we go. wouldn't you be at 50 feet now, bro? There you go. And then it will attack him twice on the way up. So here's a Talon Strike. It's gonna miss, and then a Talon Strike, which does hit. And then since he's already grabbed, I don't believe he has to re-up the grab, but maybe? Alright, so I guess he would drop him. Oh, you just have to put one into holding him, period. Okay. In that case, he does drop Woodchop. Woodchop falls 50 feet to the ground. Alright, Woodchop doesn't look like any abilities that actually reduce damage from falling.
Can he arrest fall?
What would he arrest it with?
He flies.
The Kenku don't fly. Oh, but he's a bird. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, my bad. Yeah. That's 100%. All right, so here's the acrobatics to arrest the. My bad. I forgot you guys were animals for a second. 26. I think that works. Arrest a fall. Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. He screams out, "Thank you, Bella!" As he arrests the fall. All right. So we'll put him at 45. He's right underneath it.
For future ass kicking.
And then he would take damage from the second Talon attack. 24. Alright. Oh, right. There we go. Whew. Alright, play passes to Grom. The real Grom.
Alright. So, Grom, quick alchemy up of soothing powder. Where'd it go? Is gonna use that. So I should give him an immediate check to get rid of that poison.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
What is it? 10?
All right, let's see. Soothing powders or remedies. Blah, blah, blah. You activate soothing powder, sprinkle on yourself. The target immediately attempt a new flat check to remove it. The powder lowers the DC to 10 as normal. Okay. In addition to the effects described above, the powder. Yeah, so roll a D20, and if you get a 10 or higher, you get rid of that incredibly high persistent poison. Ooh. Okay. But you'll get to do it again for free at the end of the turn.
Okay. All right, I want to do a recall knowledge on fake Grom.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. As you look at fake Grom, you see everything that you could have had and could have been: big, strong, confident, a bear, married to a hot muscle woman.
Oh, yeah, no friend.
Maybe his wife is his only friend he needs. And his bro. His bro who doesn't seem to be present. Does that mean his brother wasn't a co-joined twin? Did he find a way to free his brother?
And it's probably a loveless marriage.
Does that mean that your brother might want to be free? And you just never asked him?
We talk all the time.
Did you ever ask, though?
Can I ask a question about him?
Yeah, as you get mixed up in your feels, you may ask a question about him.
Does he have the animal trait?
He does not have the animal trait.
All right.
Yeah.
I probably don't have it either then. I was just thinking it'd be funny to use the nip spell here. Animal nip, like drop it right in the middle of all of this.
Oh, sir.
Crazy.
You'd all go crazy. Yeah. I will tell you this. You are confident that you guys are animals. You guys do have the animal tag. Yeah.
But he's not. Right.
But he is not. Well, technically, I guess in this world, you know what? He might have it, but you might have just rolled really bad, and I'm just not giving you any information. That's what happened. You rolled really bad.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and click alchemy up some animal nip and throw it over at him. See what
Okay.
happens.
All right. You throw animal nip. It lands on the ground. What is the aura here? For the
30
next
foot.
minute, 30 foot. All right. Is that the emanation? Is that what I see right there? That circle?
I didn't put that there. I don't know what that is.
This is this. Oh no, that's from Bella's thing. Okay. What about you? You gotta throw down.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, it doesn't prompt you for it. All right. Tell me where you
No.
want it. I'll put it down.
I'll put it like right about there.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay.
Like, how high up is the bird here? Yep.
That
Yeah,
bird
15
is
feet.
50. That one bird is 50 feet up.
Oh, the one's 50 feet up.
One of them is 50 feet up, yeah. And then the other one that is like already like glued to the ground or whatever. Where is the
Yeah,
other one?
There's
I don't even
one
see
here.
it. Oh, okay.
He's at 15 feet. It looks like.
Yeah, that one would be affected. Okay.
All right, that's what I'm trying to get. Those two.
All right. They become fascinated by the smell of the element for 1 round. On a critical failure, they also become prone and roll around on the ground. How embarrassing. Okay.
31 actually. A 31 instead of a 30.
Oh shit. Okay.
I just made it. I just made it with quick alchemy.
All right. Here we go. This one's gonna roll. I'll give it a -1 circumstance penalty to offset the difference. Okay, it fails. It is fascinated by the smell. It looks around. That shit smells good. Grom the bear sees what you've done and he says, a bit insulting, but you see his nostrils flaring as he's gonna try and make the will save. Fortunately, he did have some brewskis, you know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought
All right.
All right.
All right. That didn't even count the brew for some reason, but yeah. Okay. He turns up his nose at the smell. All right. What else you got, Grum?
That's my 3 actions.
Okay. Play passes to Stack. Stack, you're at the edge of it, and damn, it smelled good. That's some dank kush he threw down.
That is. But.
All right.
Do I get
The
a
poison
free
is
one?
melting you. It rolled it automatically for you.
Okay.
But you rolled a nat 1, so it did not get any better.
Do I get it for? I get my regular one. Do I get an extra one because of the soothing powder?
No, the actual one happened as soon as you applied the powder.
Okay.
But
Oh, I get
for
it.
a minute,
I get
for a
10.
minute, it's always going to be 10. Yeah. But
Right,
you unfortunately rolled a 1. Yep. All right, Stack, what do you got?
All right, yeah, he looks at the ground, he's like, all right, you ready? And he pulls out the staff. They got a tag team take out this staff. And
All right, Thorn's like, all right, put your staff in my mouth. You hear Philomena laugh when he says that.
later. All right, here's your DC.
She runs behind the rock. It's too scandalous. All right, you did it. You guys are manipulating your staff together.
All right, here's the spell strike. Here's the strike.
See, in last session, people might have thought, wow, you're being awfully generous to Grom.
He's an alchemist, but since he's a bear, you're letting him make checks without needing to do the manipulate, unlike the other animals.
I will.
All right.
I will reroll using a hero point.
Okay. We had to set the precedent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
That's gonna hit.
Here is spell damage. One in there.
Okay.
Alright, and there is the attack damage. Where'd that go? Damage. There we go. D6 plus 3. 2. Alright.
All right.
So
He lets out a.
Now, how's that for magic? Alright, and then. as he throws a explosive arrow at him. And then he's gonna use Arcane Cascade. There you go. That's all 3 of my actions.
All right. Play passes to Walter.
How high?
Oh, I guess his play passes. He will retort to Zach and say, "By the book will teach you how magic's really done. If I don't finish you myself." All right, go for it.
How high up are these leaves and branches?
The leaves and branches of this tree. What a question. 60 feet.
I'm talking about the ones by me.
Oh, and this little tree over here.
Yeah.
Let me see. 20 feet.
One action to fly into the branches.
Okay.
Another one to do a cover reload. I'm gonna take the hide.
Okay.
So here's my stealth or my check.
All right. You're trying to beat a 26 on the rocks and a 32 on Grom the bear. All right, you definitely bamboozle. No, wait. Sorry, 26 is their passive perception. So do you have to meet or beat when you're stealthing against a perception? I think you have to be better than their passive perception. All right. So they would see you then.
Great. Okay, cool.
All right.
Whatever. Guns reloaded. And
Okay.
shoot the rock that's far out there.
Oh, this one right over here. That's beat to shit and has well, dropped your guy. Okay. You fire on it. It does a little barrel roll kind of move.
Cool. That was fun.
Alright.
Alright, whatever.
Damn.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Bella, to you. Bella, you are grabbed. You're 15 feet off the ground.
And if I were to do a manipulate action, it would probably attack me because it has opportunity attacks.
It has some sort of opportunity attack. Yeah, I just wasn't doing it properly.
Okay. Then within its grasp, I'm going to try to throw a bomb at Grom the bear.
All right. Give me that flat check.
Okay.
To pull the bomb out with your mouth out of your marsupial pouch.
Great.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Amazing.
I would love for that to be the next roll. Okay. I'm going to. I don't think I should actually. No, I don't even have to roll for this. I'm pulling out another special. We're pulling out the stops for Grom the bear. Skull bomb. I've been holding on to this guy for a while. DC 31 basic reflex save, or take 7d6 fire damage.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I don't know if this would have changed things for you, Walter. The fascinated one would have had 2 less. You would have been hidden from the fascinated one. Would you have still wanted to fire on the injured one, even though that one knew you where you were, or would you want to fire on the one that would have been off guard to you? Walter? Melody's not here?
He's
No?
off
Okay.
AFK. He went AFK.
Alright. Bella, keep going.
DC 31
I was
reflex
trying to
save.
finish off the one that was on its last leg, so
Oh, okay. Alright. Throwing a skull bomb? Alright. So he's got to make a reflex save? Is that what's happening here?
DC 31.
DC is 31. Okay. Post chat. Alright. 31, so he's got to give a -7 to this. Alright. Here we go. Success. So he'll take half, right?
Yep.
Alright. That was a cool animation. Holy shit. All right. You blast him. And he lets out a chuff. As it explodes. Was that your Jericho?
Oh, I wish she was here to punch you in the mouth. I drew and threw that. I still have one more action. I can quick alchemy and throw a bomb at him. So I'm gonna do that, and it's not at map because that was not an attack.
That's right.
Here's a flat check to see if I can.
Whew. All right, you hold on to it. Almost drop it out of your mouth, but you got it.
Okay, I have something available. Bottled lightning. Is it going to? What's going on? You cannot perform this because you have. I'm confident that I have this in my hand. Let's try it one more time. This time it looks like it's working.
Ooh, very nice. All right, a 40 is not going to be a critical hit, but it is going to be a hit.
Is it one off
Right.
from a critical hit?
No, it is not.
Oh.
Do you have something for that?
Oh no, the B team does.
Oh, that's true.
Right, make me a DC 31 Fortitude save or become dazzled.
Okay, okay. DC 31 Fortitude save. Here we go. Natural 20.
Happy for him.
Brom the bear crushes it. He closes his eyes as you throw the bomb. He's familiar with your work.
Yes, take 14 damage, and
All right.
he now should have the sticky lightning damage too.
Yes, he does.
Okay, and he's flat-footed.
I'll make him flat-footed. Here you go. Boop. All right.
And that is my entire turn.
All right. Numb Rock is up. Let's see. Numb Rock is 15
Can you
feet
take
up.
me higher?
Can he take you higher? I mean, maybe.
That's cool.
All right. He's gonna try and grab Stack.
15-foot reach.
Let's see. Flying strafe. He'll get to attack and fly. Attack twice and fly. So that's what we'll do. All right. So here's the first talon strike. Ah, poop. All right. He'll try again. Oh, buddy. All right. Then it will fly up with you another 20 feet, going 35 feet up. And then it will, I guess it'll spend its third action to just re-up the grab on you, to keep you grappled. And that will be its 3 actions. All right. We are entering the next round, but it is 11, and I got a super busy week this week, so I can't be up too late. So we will stop here, and I guess if Jericho Darling returns, you will have to see that hideous skeletal lion emerge and join the fray next week. All right, I'll take you guys back to your Savannah dashboard. Oof. Okay. Quick announcements. This is the busiest week of the busiest month of the year at my day job. I'm still gonna try to run all my games. And it's also the end of my Curse of God Classic game, so it could end hopefully this week or next week because we're right there at the end. So it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be a really busy week. We may have a vodcast on Friday. We'll have to see how things pan out. Been doing Japan streams on Saturday. I'll probably do a Japan stream on Saturday. I'm just been talking about my trip and all that good stuff. Sunday, Kingmaker. Thursday, Skyhaven. They have their airship. They pimped their airship out the way they want, and now they're gonna go and try to do some cool like revenge rampage mode, maybe investigation. We'll see what's happening. Also on Tuesdays, starting the second week of June, I will be doing prep for burnt offerings into 7 dooms for Sandpoint. So if you are interested in that combination of games and how I'm going to chain them together and how I'm going to prep them all on Foundry and stuff like that, I will be doing that on Tuesdays. So you're welcome to join in and do some co-working or just, you know, hang out. Anyone have any announcements before we adjourn? No? All right. On that case, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. And then we will continue the battle of the Groms at the beginning of next session, which hopefully leads to success and a completion of this portal. And then you will have to choose your next portal to liberate. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Mhm.
See you next week.
See you next week, dude.
See you. Great game. Night.
Night.
Good night, everybody.